We're here, guys. We're here. We are here. The Euros is about to pop off. The Euros is about to pop off Friday, June 11th. Turkey against Italiano is about a pop off. It's about a jump off. So, guys, this is the first part of a Euro 2020 breakdown. So, I think for me, I thought that it would have been a good idea to do group by group. But when you actually look at some of the groups and say, no, I think it's probably be sexier and better if you just do it team by team. So I've really just split this up based off of the biggest dogs. And then tomorrow we'll do sort of like the dark horses and then look at some of the other teams. But I think this one is really main off of the heavy hitters, the biggest dogs, and the guys most likely to say what's up. So, of course, so we're going to be focusing on France, Portugal, Germany, and Spain. So those are the teams we'll be focusing at in here. So guys, remember one, the Euro 2020 Fantasy League is live. The official Half of Football Hot's Euro 2020 Fantasy League is live. Click the link below in the description box to join that Fantasy League. There are prizes to be won for coming first, second, or third. The deadline is June 11th. Deadline is June 11th to join the Fantasy League. Like, subscribe. If I will try and look at the live chat to see whatever it is popping off. If there's something desperately you want to message in, I will answer your thing as soon as possible when you send in any dubs. So any dubs that you send in through any supers or whenever you want, I'll be answering those as soon as possible. So guys, look, man, settle down, get your drinks and so forth, and we will unwind and try to fully 100% dissect each team by team and look at what each team is saying, man. So let me even pull up my build lineup Galingi, man. So I think first place to start, of course, is with a team that many people consider the favorites, man. And that, of course, are the big boys, the guys from the Tour Eiffel, the Eiffel Tower, France. Let me kick things off, and then I want to just bounce things around. So obviously, I did a France breakdown with a dude who is half French, and when we looked at the team is popping off. The team is amazing. If football was played on paper, I don't know how you beat that French team, because that France team, I think, is arguably stronger than the team that they had years ago, because you've got Benzema coming through. They could start with your boy Ousmane Dembele. So the only question mark for France, is the defense, because I think that Umtiti and Varane were a great partnership. I don't know how Kimpembe and Varane will do. Longley is from the road. Longley sells fruit, so I don't even know how he's a professional football player. And it is what it is. They decided not to take freaking Laporte. But I've got several agendas and narratives going through. And my narratives are normally for individuals. You know what my counter narrative is? We're trying to get him a Ballon d'Or. I've got an Us narrative. The Us was denied a World Cup. He has a World Cup, but he was denied showing people the World Cup. So I am going to be personally supporting the Us, because if this guy balls out, I need to champion that, and I need to go at the haters who call this guy trash. So I am praying to my heart that Ousmane Dembele says what's up. He scored at the friendly against Wales, so he's trying to say what's up. And I think if they go with a 4-3-1, this guy could pop up. But guys, there's something in the back of my head that says, and even to quote Juju Man, it can't be that easy. It can't be that easy. Because I look at that France team, if they have no major injuries, I don't know how you beat them. I don't know whether there's any team in this competition that is capable of beating this team. And I'm saying in 90 minutes. You know, like I think once they got to the knockouts of the World Cup, they sorted everybody out in 90 minutes. They did not have to go into extra time for any game at the World Cup. And now you now add Benzema to the mix. But my thing as well is that, do they lose something with no Matuidi? Do they lose something without a fully fit Umtiti? How is that going to affect them? Is the midfield going to probably be a bit more lightweight? But something just tells me that, see, I don't think France will win it, because I just think I have a feeling that this Euros is going to shock some people. I think there's going to be a shocking story. Of course, the heavy hitters will be in there. I think France would get France semis minimum. So basically, France are under like 8 shots. I think France are semis minimum, and obviously winners max. I mean, they're winners, but something just tells me that something shocking is going to happen, because I just can't see France turning up, beating everybody, and just walking away with the trophy. Wilton, man, do you share my sentiments about France that you don't think these guys will go ahead and win it? As we've seen so many surprises in football. We've seen too many shocks in football for us just to assume that France are just going to walk over everybody because, Wilton, that team's good.
They're heavily favored, of course, but like you, I don't think they're gonna win it. Just because I know everybody's hyping them right now. Makes sense. They are the best country in the world right now. They have they have like the deepest squad in the world right now.
Well, okay, but Wilson, on that. People may be calling me wrong. France won the World Cup. Were they the best team? I think Belgium were the best team, but they just lost to France. I think that the team that looked the best were Belgium, but France were just much more efficient. So were France really the best team at the World Cup?
Yeah, they were the best team. That's why they won it. And I don't give a damn what that FIFA website is saying Belgium is the #1 country in the world. I don't give a damn
forget that.
About that. They're not #1. But I don't think France is gonna win it. I don't want them to win it too. I want somebody new that hasn't won it or who hasn't won it in a while to win it, because France just won the World Cup and France is getting a lot of hype. It's just a lot of people saying, oh, they're gonna win the World Cup again in 2022. I get it because they do have a deep squad, but again, when you look at the French team, like you see Varane, you see Kimpembe, maybe you could say the weakest part, maybe Pavard as right back, maybe compared to other teams. But when you do compare French Pavard to other, like I would say other countries, you could say they have probably the best right back going into the competition. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody in the panel. I could be wrong.
Is Cancelo right back?
Is he left back? Isn't he? Cancelo, I know he can play both.
I'm pretty sure he's a left back.
Is he
He's
a left back?
He prefers to be a left back.
Okay.
He's a right back.
He's right back.
He can, yeah.
So he can really play. He can play both.
Okay, but I know you keep on hyping up Dembele. Dembele is trash.
Wilson, can you please address his name? Wilson, look. We are building up for the years. Wilson, look. We're building up for the years, and we have to be professional here. So I think it's very important that we're professional here. And his name is the Us. I don't know who Usman Dembele is. His name is the Us. So
his name is Ousmane Dembele. That's what I see on Wikipedia.
But Wikipedia is wrong. He's called the Us.
Coleman has been not that great for Bayern Munich this season, especially in the Champions League. So you could say maybe their right wing is kind of weak this season, because I do think this song it's gonna be Pogba and Kante, and I think Griezmann's gonna play as a cam, and Benzema obviously should be the starting striker, and Mbappe on the left wing. Then Dembele or Coleman, but I don't trust those two guys because Dembele doesn't have any standard. Let's keep it. His standard is to play Fortnite and miss Barcelona training. That's his standard. I don't know why you keep on hyping up this guy. Like the guy hasn't been. He hasn't done anything for the French national team. Like he literally was celebrating the World Cup. Like
Wilson, this is his chance. This is his chance to say what's up,
he's not gonna do anything. Trust me, he won't do anything. It's gonna be Pogba against Kante and Mbappe and Griezmann. Griezmann always turns up. That's one thing I love about Griezmann. He always turns up for his country. Even in the Euro, yes, I know they lost, but he had like 6 goals and like 2 assists, I think. So the guy balls for France. Yeah, he did. Well, to be fair, yeah, he did. He hit the crossbar, but to be fair, but where was Dembele at in the final? Oh yeah, Dembele was a test tube baby.
They don't put on the bench, so how can they affect anything from the bench? Okay,
but if they had Ribery, if this team just had a Ribery on that side, oh my gosh, because Coleman, and I don't trust Coleman and Dembele for sure, but Benzema, I know a lot of people saying, oh, Deschamps didn't run, but you can't really say anything to Deschamps. He won the World Cup. He won the World Cup without Benzema. And my fear is this: if France somehow lose in the semis, I feel like people are going to say, oh, because you put Benzema into...
shut up.
I can see the agenda. I can already see the agenda.
Those guys can go screw themselves, man. They can go screw themselves.
I don't think France going to win it. My pick... Do you want me to tell you who my pick is? Or?
No, not yet. No, we'll go speak to that one. Okay, so let me go over to Weisger Jackson. Weisger Jackson, looking at France, because I'm just doing France lineup now. I'll show the proposed lineup after everyone has spoken. So Weisger, what are we saying about this French team? It can't be that easy. It can't be that easy. Like, obviously, if they win, my Kante and my US agenda will live. My Kante and my US agenda will live. But do you just think that They're the strongest team. They're the best team, and they're going to give birth to everybody.
They're 100. I mean, if we're looking just on paper, yeah, 100%. They're the strongest. They're overwhelmingly strong than the entire any other team in the tournament.
Yeah.
But like you said, it feels like it's almost too easy for them, which is why I feel like it won't happen. Because even in the Champions League, I mean, apart from, I mean, you can say Bayern maybe, even Real Madrid in their 3P, they weren't really the strongest team throughout those,
And they were not always the heavy favorites in that 3P.
Exactly. So, but yeah, no, they're overwhelming favorites. It's gonna be interesting to see what role Benzema plays because
I dare Deschamps to bench him.
I mean, listen, they won the World Cup without him, so you can't.
Then then why bring him? No.
Listen,
you can't do that.
He was pressured into doing it. He was pressured. Let's face it.
Moses. No. What do you mean by no? YSK, no.
He's been one of the best players. He's been no. Wait, hold on. He's been one of the best players this past season. So Deschamps look like an idiot if had he not brought him in before. Yes, you could say that he had a valid reason because the dude was Cristiano's bitch for almost every single season up until.
No. I don't buy that. No,
he played a pivotal
no matter how
role
well
in that
Benzema plays. No matter how well Benzema plays, Deschamps can always say we won the World Cup without him. So I don't care whether he's having the best season in the world. We won it without him. So why should I pick him? Hence why, it's a mystery as to why he just did a 180 when Deschamps, you have
trust me.
perfect response.
It's a win-win for Deschamps because the problem would have been had he not brought him and say France got knocked out early, then they would have turned to that whole Benzema excuse had you brought Benzema, maybe it could have been different. So it's a win-win for him regardless. But obviously he has to play now that he is here because you're not gonna you're gonna start ahead of him. You're not gonna start Giroud ahead of him. You can't.
Don't put it past him. Don't put it past him.
You can't rely on that useless imbecile. What's his name again? That's what you call him, isn't it?
What? Wait.
The most
you best watch your mouth. Useless.
I think someone in the chat said he should be called useless. He's completely useless.
Whoever is in the chat, self-harm yourself. Whoever is in the chat, stab yourself in the arms.
Useless Lembele.
YSK, he's levels above Rashford, all right?
What? Oh.
Rush? No. Don't bring United into it.
Why are you bringing United into it? By the way, there's another United fan in here as well, so we can go if you want.
Those damn thieves.
Abdul, you support LSD, right? You support LSD.
Right? Talk about France. YSK, shut up. Just talk about France. Just focus on France.
That's a mutual mic, Abdul. France, yeah, they like I said, I don't think it's gonna happen because it feels too obvious that it's gonna happen. And but for me personally, they have to reach at least also the semis minimum. Now this is serious. Like with Chelsea, you could say it was a joke, it was a bit of a laugh, but with these dudes, they have to reach at least the semis because with that squad, how do you not reach it? I mean, I was thinking Portugal had the best squad before France actually announced the squad. I was under the impression that Portugal actually had the best squad.
No,
but France, they have in every single position.
Well, we'll get to Portugal. Just hold up. We're not on Portugal yet, but we'll get to because for me, I think France have a superior team. Portugal have the deepest squad.
Yeah, they have
the deepest squad. Yeah,
they have much more depth in their team. But yeah, they are favorites on paper, and I know I said that I don't think they'll win it, but I would definitely be surprised if they don't. There's also that factor as well, and also we have to talk about this French team amongst the greatest if they do win this, by the way, because that would be World Cup, Euros, and if they win the Euros, they'll be also favorites for 2022 as well. So
you see, we have again. I don't recognize Spain's three-peat because football was in a state of flux then, and also Robin was robbed of a World Cup wrongfully.
Stop.
Can I respond to YSK? Can I just respond to YSK? So Spain, in my opinion, they have 2 Euros. That World Cup, I need to just check some stuff because I'm not really too sure about that World Cup. So I'll give them 2 Euros. So I don't really know about that. But look, France won the 98th World Cup won Euro 2000. So they did the two flex back then. So basically, the thing about this French team is, let's keep it real. It's a union between France and Afrique. Okay, it's a union between France and the continent of Afrique. So, and my thing about it is that
I want to
that's what
know how
makes
many
it so great.
players actually are. How many players are actually of African descent in that team? I want to
A
know.
lot. Like
It's
when
only
they did it
50.
for,
It's
when
only
they
I'm
did
pretty
it
sure.
in the
I'm
World
pretty
Cup,
sure Griezmann is the only white guy in the whole starting lineup.
No, Rabiot started because they have a
Lloris, Pavard, Hernandez. Lloris, Pavard, Hernandez, Griezmann, and I
Rabiot.
think that's it.
So that's
Rabiot doesn't start.
30%.
So okay, so are you sticking with France to win it or not?
Yeah, I haven't sorted out who I think gonna win yet, but I would say Kante, he's going to be key, and how he's gonna play off of Pogba as well, because let's face it, the guy disappeared when it really mattered. Yes, they won the World Cup. Yes, at the end of the day, that's what matters. But he disappeared in that final, so it's gonna be interesting to see his dynamic with Pogba. I don't know how they're gonna set up as a team, but obviously I think Pogba's gonna start.
I'll pull it up
naturally with
soon.
him.
I'll pull it up soon. So, Cole, talk to me, man. France, man. Give me your expert insights as the amazing genius football analyst you are with your very, very insightful takes, man.
Yeah, yo. So, I don't think they're gonna win it either. I really don't see them winning.
Cole, Cole, when I presented you as experts insightful takes, you can't start off by saying, "Hey, yo, man, I don't think they're gonna win it, yo." I mean, give me something a bit more expert-like, but go continue.
Yeah, so France isn't gonna win it. And I don't even think Portugal is gonna win it either. I really don't see Portugal winning it.
This is France. Forget about Portugal. We're focusing on just France, man.
Yeah. I think the thing about France is it's like it really depends on who they face, I believe, in the semifinals or the quarterfinals. As far as they can go, I think it's probably the semifinals. Their coach does not accommodate to the way the players want to play.
But how did he win the World Cup? How did he win the World Cup? It's the same
He won the World Cup. He won the World Cup by individual brilliance from Mbappe, individual brilliance from N'Golo Kante, and individual brilliance from Pogba. Aside from that, he doesn't really accommodate with the players' style of plays. France look like a team that relies on players to build them out, which I think will be their downfall. And I just think that I think this is what I'll say. I think N'Golo Kante will win Ballon d'Or. I don't see France winning Euros.
How does Kante win the Ballon d'Or with France not winning the Euros?
I think they either get knocked out of the quarters or the semifinals. That's what
Wait, Cole, bro. Did you say he will win it if they don't win the Euros?
Yeah. Yeah. Because Portugal, I don't think will win it. Portugal.
What if Messi wins Copa?
Messi wins Copa.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not happening. They just drew with Chile the other day ago. So.
My finger slipped. Continue.
You can throw bricks at me all you want.
My finger slipped. Continue. Finger slipped.
All I'm saying is, literally, I can't depend on the guy who makes mess on the floor. He's garbage. He's trash.
All right. Thank you.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot you had a message.
Yeah. Look. What's the score? Abdul, talk to me, man. Talk to me. France.
Can you?
I can hear you. We can hear you, man.
Oh, cool.
Loud and clear. France, man. Are these guys overhyped? Hype jobs. Benzema is going to get screwed over. How good is Kante really?
But HH, don't take it too personally, man. You know
What?
I was right yesterday. You know I was right. But let's not
About
get
what?
about N'Golo.
No. Wait, how do I take it? No. Look, all I'll say is this: is that look, can I just rule the whole Kante thing? I think people are getting a bit obsessive. It's getting very cringy. This whole thing of like, oh, he's so cute. Oh, he's so lovely. Oh, he's so nice. I mean, guys, what is this, guys? This is for football. This isn't tiddlywinks. Okay. All right. We're not we're not in a freaking Girl Scout.
No, HH, I was talking about my comment yesterday that you roasted me for.
What comment did you say yesterday?
The overprotection, the condom.
Oh, Abdul, that was a trash ass comment, bro. That was a trash comment. And you know,
should I explain myself or should I just talk about
Abdul? But there's nothing to explain. Like, how can he be overprotected when he is the protection?
Because he doesn't get exposed.
That makes no sense. How can he get exposed when he is the protection?
Because he has so many defenders around him.
He doesn't. They're behind him.
It slows down the play, so he has time. He doesn't have to cover as much space. HH.
They're behind him. He's in front of them, so he's the first line of defense. See,
they can't run in behind him.
But the thing about it is, it's not as if the Chelsea guys are pressing
they always stand still in front of him. That's why he can take the ball from them. They stand still because they surround everything around him. They can't move in around him. That's why he finds it so easy. But let's move on.
Okay, okay. Well, basically, I disagree, but we'll continue.
Yeah, it's fine. But the thing is, I mean, in regards to France, you know, it's tough to bet against them when they've only lost 2 games in 3 years. Yeah.
Mm.
I think when you look at France, and you have to see how good are they really, and what's the chances of them winning. I mean, it's relative because you have to take into consideration what's their competition, you know.
Mm.
I don't think the competition is that high, but the thing is,
wait, competition in the Euros.
I mean, the thing is with France, it's not a perfect team. Like, there are faults in the team. There's weak points in that team. Like, the thing with France is, I don't know, they do score goals, but to be fair, if you analyze France playing football, sometimes they struggle to break down low blocks. They don't really have a creative outlet. They rely a lot on pace.
But they get it done, though. Like, you look at that game.
Get it done. That's the thing. They are hard to beat. They are hard to beat.
My thing about it, and I think it goes over to the point that Cole made, which is why they're a very effective, they're hard to beat and a very effective team, because they don't have a personality. They don't have a character. How do you figure out to them? You'd be like, wait, they have no pattern of play. Spain, hence why it annoyed me that Spain got away with those 3 trophies. I told you, Robin was robbed. No, I don't care. No. Holland, no. Robin won that World Cup. I don't care what anyone says. In my mind, Robin won that World Cup.
Stop.
Because they're going to... I don't care. Well, no, this is me.
What are you doing?
This is you. My logic, Robin is a World Cup winner. In my head. In my reality, he is.
Yeah,
because
we watched how Holland played against Spain. They physically bullied Spain.
No. But my thing about let me easy. The thing about Spain is that I was like, guys, you freaking morons. Sit deep. Just put the ball over the freaking top.
Yeah.
That's how they play possession. But France is like, I don't know what their personalities. It's just random.
Yeah, it is.
Because let's keep it real. They were not the best team at that World Cup. They were not the best team at the World Cup. They just won it because they were effective.
They were very effective.
The best team.
They took their chances.
Yeah.
They were the most effective team, and when it comes to it, like, you need your clinical finishes, man. You can't be wasting 3 or 4 chances in a game, you know, 3 or 4 big chances.
I just need Ousmane Dembele to show up.
He's not going to be starting.
Says who? I'm going to show you the lineup after you finish. Says who? I'll show you the lineup after you finish talking. Continue.
Yeah, but he hasn't started any games like recently.
We'll see.
But yeah, the thing with France for me is that they are a very talented team. But we have seen in international football that teams full of talents can be beat by a well-run, organized team. Like, I don't know if you've noticed but Turkey are France's kryptonite. Turkey have been unbeaten against France in the last 3 attempts.
I agree.
Yeah. So they find it very tough to beat well-organized teams like Turkey.
But then wait, Pablo, pause. You say this. Who's the new kid on the block? Who's the new kid on the so who is the new kid who I don't think Turkey have faced in those 3 attempts, I would assume? Karim.
Who's the old kid brought back?
Karim.
I'm just gonna say this, yeah, and it's also like directed towards voting. If France brick it, I'm gonna blame Benzema because it suits my narrative. I'm just saying it right from now. Just don't be surprised.
You can't do that.
I will do it. I will do it.
No, unless if he flops, then by all means blame him. But if wait. If let's say he's on the bench, how can you blame him for breaking it? Because Deschamps could still start with Giroud and just use Benzema as a bench. They've given him freaking 19. They give him the shirt number 919. How disrespectful is that? Your best striker, he's wearing shirt number 919. So he will not even start. So no. If Benzema plays, starts, and flops, boom. If he's on the bench and Giroud is still the starter, I don't want to hear anything against Benzema's name. Because remember, Abdul, there's a Ballon d'Or on the line. Benzema balls, top scorer, he's winning Ballon d'Or.
Yeah. But yeah, let me finish my point. My point is when you're talking about favorites, yeah, because France are in the favorites discussion. The thing is, it's of course relative, and for me, the competition, like the big dogs, Spain, Portugal, and those other teams, they don't impress me, man. They're just not impressive. So that's what makes France like the big dogs in my eyes, like the big favorites, because the other big dogs, man, they just all suffer from like they have so many weaknesses to the game. Like, have you seen bro? Portugal's attack is shit, man.
We'll get there easy. We'll get there.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I have to say about France.
Yeah, no. Okay, let me just quickly hit these dubs, man. So let me hit these dubs very quickly, and then I will get to your questions here. So, can someone mute that mic, man? Someone's mic is okay. Cool, thank you. So from Mr. Yassir's side, he says, thoughts on the shambolic and utter embarrassing situation with this summer's Copa America. Possibility of the best of the host nation not playing the tournament's crazy. Yeah, look, man, the Copa America organizers are a bunch of bricks and they're losers. There was a pandemic in Argentina, hence why it was moved. Colombia for other reasons. Brazil literally had one of the most worst nations to have dealt with this pandemic. Who in their right mind would move it to Brazil that have struggled with the pandemic? Why didn't he move it to the freaking USA? I think on my ball, I just say complete a bunch of losers, man. And yeah, it's still up in the air.
If Messi wins it, it still counts, even without
No,
Brazil.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I'm telling you what's going to happen. I'm not asking, I'm telling you. If Messi wins the Copa America without Brazil, it doesn't count. So Messi, you best pray that Brazil are in there, because if you win it without Brazil, it doesn't count. Armchair Critic, thanks for the dub. It says Mbappe will become the best in the world after the Euros. That's a lofty claim. Because my eyes are on Mbappe. My eyes are on Mbappe to ball, but I don't want to put too much pressure on the prodigy. He has a World Cup. He scored in a World Cup final. He was fouled in our CL final by Kimmich, but the referee didn't blow it. It is what it is. But let's not see what he does in the Euros, because if Mbappe balls in his Euros, his top scorer, and he comes clutch, I'm looking at Cristiano Messi sideways. Cristiano Messi, don't allow Mbappe to win his Euros and ball. Don't you dare, because if we do that, I'm looking at you sideways. From the boy, yes, his side again, man, who says, I think HH and Benzema built a strong bond when they were roommates in the Brick Academy. That's where it went from hating to average. No, look. We were in separate wings in the Brick Academy, so we never really crossed paths with each other. Guys, my thing is that All because you were a brick doesn't mean that I can't love you and make you tier one or make you a chief. I call it as it is. When you're crap, I will say you're crap. When you're amazing, you're amazing. Hazard, closest thing to my heart. I love him dearly. He's a classy brick. He's a classy brick. I even made Mourinho a classy brick. The Brick Academy does not discriminate. But all because you can be at the bottom of the barrel doesn't mean you could be rising at the top of the mountaintop. Armchair Critic again says, Neymar will become a GOAT candidate after winning the Copa America. Armchair Critic, okay, are you smoking crack cocaine? What? How is he going to become a GOAT after winning the Copa America when he's not won the World Cup? To even be considered a GOAT, you need to win the World Cup. And let's keep it real. Even if he wins the World Cup, has he done more than what Messi or Cristiano has done? Copa America is the least I expect from Neymar. It's the least I expect. So no. There is no freaking GOAT candidate. He will only even be considered as a GOAT if he wins that World Cup next year. That's the bare minimum. Amtrak Critic again says, Sancho better than Foden, but Sancho's going to ruin his career by moving to Man United. Need him to move to Bayern or City. He should, or Chelsea, but for some reason he's been given bad advice by moving to a team who can't beat Villarreal. Can I respond to this dude here? So it's weird things that he's moving to a team that can't beat Villarreal in a Europa League and lost to them 11-10. But it is what it is. He's tanking his entire career. Sancho comes to Chelsea.
We lost to the greatest Europa League manager of all time.
Chris, my boy Chris. Thank you for the dub, Chris. Chris says, call my bro. You're embarrassing Ghana with your takes. Remove the flag, I beg. Cole, do you want to respond to that?
Yeah. I just want to say, what have I done to your mom, Chris? What have I done to your mom? Thank you.
Wait, did you just...
Cole has to be the most awkward, cringiest dude I've ever had in my life.
I swear Munda has said the same thing.
Look. It came out so awful and everything that, look, man, let me just hit you. This guy, Disputed, talk to me, man. France, man. I mean, is this where Mbappe finally takes out those two frauds? You know, is this where he finally says, you know what? I'm going to stick my flag as the dude.
But HH, you always say this, right? If Mbappe wins the Champions League, he surpasses Cristiano and Messi. But couldn't you say the same about R9? Would he surpass R9 if he won the Champions League?
Undisputed focus. He won a UEFA Cup with
Timo has surpassed R9, bro.
Undisputed continue with France.
Listen, the only way France is losing
this at the World Cup, scored in World Cup semi, World Cup final. Oh, sorry, I didn't know that. No, I was just talking. Undisputed, go talk.
HH, the only way France is losing this is through an injury crisis. They are so much better than anyone else in every single way imaginable.
But can he still assume they'll win? Or because they have an amazing? Does he still assume that they can win though?
They're so versatile. They're harder to beat than Spain. They can beat you in so many different ways: counterattack, control, possession. They're like the perfect modern football team. Just perfect combination of speed, power, technique, everything into one. And it's going to be very hard. The only weakness they have, and this is a very important weakness, you guys know affirmative action, right? Affirmative action is when you lower the standard of an underrepresented group of people. France has affirmative action for white players. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I noticed. It's been confirmed. Rabiot is starting at the World Cup because they need a minimum 5 white players at the start. No. This has all been confirmed. Since Giroud has been dropped, Rabiot will start. This is all facts. Trust me, guys. Rabiot starts.
Wait, so you're saying Rabiot will start in this team?
They need minimum 5 white players.
Wait. Let me respond to this because see, on this pitch said it's not too crazy because I remember way back when I think there was a time when I think there was either 1 or 2 white players. And I think it's Marine Le Pen, who's like this ultra right-wing French politician, says, no, this is wrong. How can the France team have with all these black players? And he was complaining that there were not enough white players here.
Wasn't the 98 team, wasn't Desailly the only black guy on that team?
Yeah, but in 06 it was all black, almost all black. In 06.
In 18, Rabiot wasn't chosen.
No, I know, and that's the thing, right? Rabiot fell out with Deschamps, but then they called him back. Why would he call them back? Deschamps is really headstrong because they need that extra white player, man. I'm telling you, this is all fact.
So here's the thing: does Benzema count as white or Arabic?
No, he's Arabic.
No, he's Arabic.
North African,
Arabic.
different race. Anyway, I don't know why the hell you're saying the Us
He's
is
from
starting.
Algeria.
Us
He's
is
from
cleaning the
Algeria.
bench and he's filling the water bottles. That's the only thing that guy's going to be doing at this Euros.
I'm going to wait. On the Twitter, when you see the lineup, then you'll change it to be like, oh, HH, you were right.
No,
I told you on the Twitter. I'm on an ooze state of mind, man. I need him to ball because he's taking too much insults. I mean, Chelsea won the UCL. My next thing right now is for Hazard or the ooze to say what's up. Those are my next.
This guy is complete trash. This guy cannot dribble, cannot shoot, cannot pass. This guy has the IQ of a water buffalo. Okay, you cannot rely on this guy at all. He is the biggest flop in football history. This guy will join MLS in 2023 with Messi at Inter Miami. He's completely finished in every single way imaginable. I don't know what the hell. I would rather have Dan James at Liverpool instead of this.
No, you wouldn't. Honestly, shut up. No, you wouldn't. You see, my thing is that wait, hold up.
He's faster.
No, keep throwing this abuse. Undisputed. Don't let Ousmane Dembele ball at this Euros. Just don't.
He's not gonna start, bro. He's not gonna start.
Says you.
HH, have you noticed like some people they unmute their mic just to laugh?
Which is very sick.
I do that.
That's like
there's a guy who supports LSG on here. There's a guy who supports
just laugh
LSG on
unmuted. Just laugh while
No, you need to hear our laugh.
Since we're on the topic of narratives, I have one more narrative. If Griezmann balls at this Euros, he is the greatest attacking midfielder France has ever produced. The greatest number 10 France has ever produced. I don't want to say it, man. He
didn't ball at the World Cup though.
Oh, he scored so many penalties; it's unbelievable.
Yeah, but that's not balling. He didn't ball at the World Cup.
Do you know who the only player in football history has to get an assist in the World Cup quarterfinal, semi-final, and final?
Who?
It's Antoine. True story.
Assists are overrated because after see
you
what's
are
considered.
shameless.
Well, you hype up Maradona assist in the World Cup final so much.
Did you see that pass? Did you see that
pass?
Oh
my God. Now it's talking about quality of the
Griezmann's
pass?
assists, I'm like, can you make a little assist? I don't know.
Bro.
I don't know. On the speed said, Griezmann has not balled at a World Cup. He was effective, he's not balled. Griezmann, I want you to ball. I want you to because you have to. I want to make sure that you ball. But before I come to LB, before I come to LB, on the piece, is he going to start Giroud or Benzema?
He'll start Benzema. He's not that dumb, but he'll compensate. He has to start Benzema. Giroud hasn't played, but
I didn't say has to. What will he do? Not what he has to do. What will he do? We know what he has to do.
First group game, he'll start with Giroud, and Giroud will lay such a brick. Giroud will give birth to a brick on the pitch. And then he'll play with Benzema for the rest of the tournament. By the way, Griezmann is pretty much an international merchant anyway, so you should respect him. He has nothing in club football. It's all international.
Debatable. LB, talk to me. LB, talk to me. France. Le France.
Yeah, I think France are heavy favourites in my opinion. I mean, they should have won in 2006 or 2016, I should say. And they sort of,
Wait. So quickly, hold up. This is why I hate Deschamps. Because of Didier Deschamps. Because if Benzema plays instead of Gignac, if Thingy actually played, France win those Euros.
No,
the reason why this Christian, yes, they will.
No, you can't.
Reason why these
the final without
no, they will. No. I'm telling you, they will.
Germany, if 2-0, like what are you talking about?
If Benzema had played, I won't have to deal with these Cristiano merchants who use that arbitrary Euros.
Why didn't they win the World Cup in 2014 with Benzema? Why didn't they win it with Benzema in 2014?
Just to add, HH, I also think that the home ground or playing in France worked against them in 2016 as well, with the added pressure having to perform in your own country. But as for
wait, LB, they won the World Cup in '98 in their own country. So
Oh, after poisoning Ronaldo, they poisoned a 21-year-old.
Oh,
that doesn't count, bro. That doesn't count. Guys, I told you, don't test me.
What did they poison him with? What did they poison him with?
France have won World Cup.
What did they poison
him with? And that's 2018. That World Cup doesn't count. They poisoned a 21-year-old. I don't know.
What did they poison him with?
Food poisoning. They poisoned a 21-year-old.
I know HH is a narrative merchant, but I'm not gonna. If I say, you guys are gonna say, "Oh, Brazilian bias," but there is actually a conspiracy story. But
Yep.
hey, he won it in 02, so forget about it. Just move on, bro. I moved on. Move on, bro.
I haven't moved on. LB, talk to me. 2-time World Cup winner, in my view. LB, talk to me.
A lot of these French
Talk to me.
players, since their World Cup victory in 2018, have matured and have gotten more experience behind them. You know, the likes of Dembele, Mbappe, Hernandez, Pavard. So I certainly think that they are strong favourites, in my opinion. In terms of Benzema starting, I think that's going to go ahead. But isn't there like conflict between Benzema and Giroud? Like, wasn't there?
No, this is what I read. So basically, I think it gets French football news. They basically post up news about the team. So they said, so Deschamps has said that Giroud and Benzema must sit at the table whenever they eat. So, because they always have like, I think about 5 or 6 guys that sit on the round table. So that's it seems that Giroud and Benzema have to sit at the table. So look, because I don't follow, but I always look at Benzema's Instagram videos and stuff, and I'm yet to see any videos with him and Giroud. But you can already see how much they like him and how much he's been warmed and how the group is affected and just how much he enjoys being back there. But I think that's going to be very key because look, Benzema straight up dissed Giroud. Like he called Giroud like a guy from the floor.
Did you hear what Giroud said today? Giroud said, if they win the Euros, we'll go kart racing together. That's what Giroud said. He said that.
I think it's all water under the bridge, man. All water under the bridge, man. LB, go.
Yeah, so hopefully that doesn't make the sort of environment and dynamics toxic with what has happened between Giroud and Benzema. But yeah, Benzema should start, and I still think that World Cup medal belongs to Benzema as well. So yeah.
Marley, talk to me.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I believe so.
Yeah, France are clearly their favourites. They've got the best squad.
Do they?
They've got like world-class players in every position. Yeah, they do. We all know this. It's going to be interesting to see how they play. Who?
Pavard is world-class?
He plays Champions League. He played Champions League.
I said, is he world-class? Yes or no?
Okay, he's not world-class, but you know what I mean. He's a good
Loris
player.
world-class? Loris world-class?
Loris isn't world-class. So there you go. 2 positions with not world-class guys.
They've got the Bill Pogba, you know.
Is Dembele and Coleman world-class?
Yes.
He is.
Forget not being world-class. He's a brick.
Why you lost to Villarreal? Mute your mic, man. Marley, keep talking. Talk.
Yeah, I think France are going to win just because of the play they have and the experience they've got. And I just feel like this Euros, the quality of national teams is very low compared to past years. Teams like Italy, Spain, Germany are not as good as they once was. So it's going to take a miracle for someone to beat France, especially with Benz up front. I think he's going to score about 5-6 goals this tournament.
Is Mbappe going to finally show why he is the truth and really the king of football that will surpass Messi and Christina?
I don't agree with that.
Wait, why not? What have they ever done in a World Cup final? Marley, I didn't crack a joke. Marley, I didn't crack a joke.
You say the 98 World Cup doesn't count, so Zidane doesn't have a World Cup then? You say the 98 World Cup doesn't count, so Zidane doesn't have a World Cup then?
He, based on what he did in 06 and the two goals he scored and the 2 goals that he scored in the 98, he sort of if you combine them both, that makes up a World Cup. It doesn't count.
Shameless.
It's called maths. I'm doing maths. You combine his 06 thingy because look,
you're terrible at maths.
If Materazzi didn't do what he did, Zidane wins that World Cup in 06 and we're having a very different conversation. Trust me. Zidane scores the winning goal if he stays on the pitch. That's a fact. I'm sorry, Italians, but that's a fact. Marley, continue.
Yeah, after everyone speaks, it's going to be interesting to see the lineup because I watched the Wales game and he played Rabiot. I don't know why Rabiot is starting. I would have taken Ndombele instead of Rabiot because Rabiot is trash. I want to see... No. Ndombele is better. I want to see Dembele and Mbappe on the wings with Benzema down the middle. Them just creating chances. So I'm looking forward to see it. I think France are their favourites. So yeah.
Mr. Hersey, talk to me, man. Mr. Hersey, talk to me.
Oh, okay. About in France, one thing I like about originally they're actually a very, very good team. But I think the issue is they do tend to start very slow in the group stages. Like in the 2016, I was watching the game against Romania, and I actually thought they were going to absolutely lubricate them or resurrect them. But they actually started very slow. They were just sluggish and sluggish, and they were just. I mean, they did get the win. And I think the thing with France that they don't tend to play too well in the group stages, but later stages, that's when they usually turn up. And the same thing happened in the World Cup 2018. But I was kind of skeptical.
Whoa. Here's it. Are you in the kitchen? Like,
Yeah, bro.
it sounds like, is someone getting assaulted or something? Like, what the hell is happening? I mean,
Like someone washing dishes.
yeah, it's like, I mean, like they say, don't drink and drive. Don't wash and talk football.
Okay, sorry. I'm already now in the living room. Well, I was gonna say, I'm actually skeptical with Didier Deschamps being as a manager because I thought
he's a World Cup winner. He's a World Cup winner.
I know, but that was before he won the World. That was before he won the World Cup. I was very. I don't know what to say. He was because I was worried that he got a bit lucky. Maybe he didn't perform too well as I really thought at the Euros, and I thought that same thing will happen in the World Cup. But actually, when they played against Argentina, Uruguay, Belgium, and Croatia.
No. What you're saying is that they fluked their way to a World Cup. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, all I'm saying.
No, that's what you just said. You said that it was luck. It was luck.
I thought they got lucky to get to this far, but the World Cup, it just doesn't matter because they are so amazingly talented. These players, they do. I mean, they always find a way of winning, breaking teams down and winning, going far, winning against any teams and winning the World Cup. The Euro 2020, I'm not sure, and that's why I put them as a massive favourites. I actually had a belief that they would start to do well, and then during the Euros they disappoint me.
So are you putting money on France to win this? Would you put money on France to go ahead and win this?
I actually done. Did you do a UFA prediction game?
Fantasy League, man. Join the Fantasy League. That's what the prediction thing I know, baby. Fantasy League, the half of Fantasy League, man. Yeah, man. They know prediction, baby. What I'm saying.
Yeah. Despite about that, I already done like the game of prediction online, and then I found that when I've already compiled all of these tables, I already found that France is a European champions. So yeah, I think France is going to win the Euros.
Okay.
But obviously, anything can happen.
Okay. Before I come to Jamal, man, let me just hit these dubs, man. From Yasir Saeed, thank you for the dub. He says, Wilton compared that prima donna Neymar to a goat and a horseman. Wilton is an undercover Neymar sympathizer. You've been caught in 4K. Much love still. Wilton, can you please respond to that accusation?
Who did I compare Neymar to?
Yes, I said.
No. I think the fact that you called Neymar, I think maybe did you compare him to R9? I think you compared him to R9 or Ronaldinho.
In terms of career-wise, Neymar has already surpassed Dino. The only thing Dino has.
No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has. Longevity. He has. You do know Neymar. You do know
he was given a CL by Messi in the Carnival.
Dino did the 06 World Cup. That was his World Cup. He didn't do anything.
But who led Barca to that CL final and so forth?
He need him to perform in the final, the biggest game.
Yeah, but single-handedly. Well, Dino didn't have Messi or Carnival.
Yo, we're talking about the Euros, yeah, man. Fuck Neymar.
By the way, Neymar is 2 assists away from breaking the all-time assist Brazil record. He's gonna break the goal scoring record, and he's gonna break the assist record. And next year, we winning the World Cup, bro. So relax.
All right, what's it called? Shane Schubert, thank you for the dub, Shane Schubert. Shane says, when can we expect Half Hope's Wikipedia of football history? Shane, it's happening very soon. It's happening very soon. Wikipedia have their thing. Wikipedia, I'm going to start very soon because one of the first. There's a chapter dedicated to Timo Werner. There's going to be a chapter dedicated to the
CL winner.
And he almost cost us a CL. So there's going to be an aspect where we look at Timo Werner's brain function and see how his skull is basically built. Because how can a man reach such a break and so forth?
How are you going to give a CL winner a break?
So the Wikipedia, we're going to talk Werner, we're going to talk Morata, we're going to talk Gerrard, we're going to talk a lot of dudes in that Wikipedia thing as well. So, Jamal, your thoughts on France, and their chances at these Euros, dear sir?
Yeah, man. Before I talk about France, I don't know what kind of bush you was smelling yesterday, saying that how Kante is better than Gerrard. Gerrard could do everything Kante can do and more. Creativity, shooting, passing.
Jamal, quick question. Has Gerrard ever had a man of the match in 3 consecutive CL games?
No, and he's still better than Kante. But anyway,
it was a simple question.
I like that reply. I like that
simple
reply,
question.
Man.
Oh, you can like it all you want. Gerrard is not a World Cup winner and a CL winner.
Why are you bringing up achievements? Why are you not bringing up as a footballer?
And also, that's 05 CL is under investigation.
Yeah,
but bro, Jamal, France.
Yeah, France. But only achievement as a footballer, Gerrard is better. But France.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
First thing, your boy Oos. The only thing Ousmane is good at is in all the nicknames you give HH, the Oos is the catchiest. I'll give you that. The catchiest is the Oos. I'll give you that. That is the only thing good about Ousmane. Because the others, but the Oos, bro, well, why that was trending? That was the
see, Jamal, that is why I need him to ball. Because if my thing is that I think whenever I give him the nickname, he breaks it. But whenever I just call him Ousmane Dembele, he plays well. So my thing is that I need to sort of discipline myself and just call him Ousmane Dembele until he does something at the Euros. Because trust me, I need to bring out the Ous when he says something at the Euros. So please, Deschamps, starts Ousmane Dembele for me. Thank you.
Because bro, people who you never even talk to, I heard them saying the Ous, and I was like, what? How do they say the Ous? So yeah, man. But yeah, France. I mean, why is Moussa Sissoko on this team? It have guys like Hasamawa and Ndombele, and you have Moussa Sissoko. He have to have Deschamps nudes, man. But yeah, but for me, France is the most effective team in this Euros. For me, Portugal is more talented, but effectiveness, I'll take France, man. And yeah, I think this is gonna be pretty similar to the World Cup. I think they're gonna be very, very pragmatic, but I think they might just edge it, man. Yeah, so I'm saying France might win this World Cup.
Mr. Half-Blade, Gatlock, pretty much. Gatlock. We know it's you, and I know your voice, bro. So, Gatlock. Can we wait? No, Gatlock. Can you access Twitter?
Yes.
Okay. Don't let Buhari or the Nigerian government know. Continue.
Oh no, like I can't, but we all have our ways. So VPN. Yes. Man, bro, I tried using my phone this morning. I was like, what the hell, man? Until I remembered. I totally use it.
Just keep going. Just keep talking.
This country, man. Fuck them, man.
Wait, quick question, HH. When you make this hangout, do you expect it to be like this? Quick thought. Did you expect it to be like this?
Bro, I didn't expect anything. Jamal, all I'm saying is that how can a country think that you're going to make Nigerians of all people, not find a way to use Twitter? It's like, do you think Nigerians are not going to find a way to get around Twitter?
You know what was ironic about all of it? They announced it on Twitter as well.
YSK, I give up. Please, just keep talking.
Hold on. Do you know what was trending this morning? Thank God for VPN.
Oh no, yeah, I know, yeah. VPN was trending. That's why I sweat. Okay, look, let's get back to France.
Anyway, look, the United States of Africa, man, they're the current World Cup winners. So basically, you cannot underestimate them for this Euros, man. Okay. Yeah. So look, man. USA, well, the different USA, not the other one. They are tight, man. They have everybody in every place except for goalkeeping. Whereas if you play Mike Mignon, whatever his name is,
Steve Mignon.
If you play Marc Mignon, I think that would be a good person for defense. But everywhere else is pretty. Maybe their defense is. The
They
thing
did
is,
choose
when
Mendy,
in
by the
country
way.
football, in international football, you don't really need. I've never really seen you needing a strong defense like that. To be fair, I mean, there's no defense in this Euros that I'm like, yes, this defense will keep people out. So, to be fair, I mean, France know they have Kante, Pogba, they have so many players in different areas. Sissoko, to be fair, he has been there many times, so I can understand why they played him. It's just loyalty. There's some players you need
But
loyalty for.
ahead of Ndombele and Uwa.
Did Mendy make the team, guys?
Yeah, I don't think Awa had that much of a great season for Lyon.
Oh,
He's been decent,
wait,
but
no. Which Mendy are you referring to?
Real Madrid Mendy.
Nah, he's injured.
He's injured.
He's injured.
Oh.
Well, that's a big miss, man. That's a big miss.
oh yeah, I forgot about him.
But Hernandez would still play ahead of him based off
Yeah,
Deschamps'
true.
loyalty, though. So
Yeah, true.
HH, can you get the team up?
yeah, I will.
Anyway.
After the clock has finished, I'll bring up the
But give me a second. Let me actually even have the team. Yeah, Kimpembe, it can be sourced sometimes. I don't know how good he is for France, to be fair. But Varane, he just came back from injury, so look, this team has cracks, no doubt. Okay, this team has cracks. They have long legs in there, so I mean, I don't know. So this team has cracks, but you can't. They are by far one of the strongest teams out there. It's like everybody's attack and midfield looks to be decent and strong, but defense is always a source. Look at Germany's midfield; they have literally number 0, basically nothing up top, so much in the middle, and back is just nothing. So basically, it's hard to say who is the favorites for this Euros, but you have to look no further than the world champions, and for some reason, the bookies have a team that the last time they won a major tournament was when Moses was parting the Red Sea. So it's like
easy.
So it's like, bruh, I mean, look, that team too looks good, but it's hard, man. It's hard to just pick France to be the winners.
But would you put money on France winning, though?
Yes. They are my favorites still. They are my favorites because Portugal, I've been watching some of their games since, and for some reason, they're not gelling, even though they have the players. England, well, they can still. Thing is, if England.
Wait, no.
We'll get
because England, I'm leaving them for tomorrow. No, let's look at this French team, guys. This is a team. This is a team.
Sonny, zoom in, please. It's very small.
Yeah, can you zoom in a bit? Yeah.
You can see it. Come on.
You can't see it.
The writing's a bit small.
Wait, is that better?
Yeah.
That's a team. Because I believe that this is how they're going to set up. Hence why I say that. Because I think this is what they played against Wales. Because I think Ousmane Dembele started against Wales. So
no, Rabiot played that game, didn't he? He started against Wales.
Rabiot started.
Hold on. What about that AC Milan player, the other Hernandez?
He didn't get called.
He didn't get picked.
Why can't you give me this team? If I'm a manager and I want to make my debut, as in just give me France.
No, look, I said, guys, this is a strong, because everything is taken care of, like defense, bringing the ball up forward, passing, speed, attack, goal scoring, creativity. But it's a tight team.
See, the only thing you can say about this team, HH, is that hope all of them are fit. Hope all of them are fit. Let's
but they got
because
replacements.
Kante, but still, I need Kante to be at his fullest. I mean, look, Kante in the beginning of the season was just there in, there out. But when the guy was fit throughout the remainder of the season, look at what he did in Champions League. Come on, that is a fully fit Kante, man. We've not seen that in a while.
Okay, wait. Let me just take some of those, and then we'll move to our next team, man. So, from I think this is now back to Wilton. Yes, it says that no, you compared Neymar to Pele as a horseman. Did you ever compare Neymar to Pele?
I never said that. I
Please,
never compared
never
it.
said that.
Whoa, I've never said that. Pele
Okay, so yes, I think look, Danger averted. He never said that. Thankfully, he never said he compared to freaking Pele. Thank God. From Chris, thank you for the dub, Chris. Chris says Usman is at the Euros for vibes in the dressing room. The guy is absolutely garbage. Now, Chris, those are very strong words, and those are very harsh words. And Chris, I want you back here at the Hangout if Usman Dembele starts the opening game.
Hold on, HH.
Yes.
There's a question. You know
What?
the way France played in the World Cup?
Mm-hmm.
You know that attacking midfield tree? It
Yes.
wasn't actually a tree. It was Matuidi that was there on the right.
Yeah.
I think it was on the left. So do you really think you play the Usman Dembele there? Don't you think you play like another midfielder there?
Well,
like
wasn't it? But it was more like fourth. Because remember, it was the midfield. Wasn't it? Didn't he do a midfield three of Matuidi, Pogba, and Kante?
Yeah, but whenever they showed the lineup, Matuidi was on the left of an attacking tree, like 4-2-3-1. That three, Matuidi was usually at the left of it.
Then where was Giroud, Griezmann, and Mbappe then?
Giroud was at the top. Griezmann was right behind Giroud, and Mbappe was on the right.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, no. Look, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Opening game against who they're playing, Germany. We'll see. We'll see what they do. From iTest Merchants, who says Logan Paul v Mayweather, who you got? If you think I'm wasting a millisecond of my time watching that piece of gutter trash, you must be out of your mind. That is the biggest insult.
You never know, bro. You never know.
It's all fixed. Mayweather is getting paid more for that than probably I think any fighting is in its history, because those guys are just famous. It's all fixed. Okay, guys, let's move. Let's move. So, we are now moving.
Ask your question quick. Quick question.
What do you want?
You see how you said you done the France squad breakdown? Are you gonna upload that next week? Because I didn't see it on your channel.
Oh no. We've recorded it. I recorded it with the guy, and I'm going to upload it like maybe Monday.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
On Monday. It's going to be uploaded on Monday.
YSK, a little warning. Okay, NASA has Messi on his profile pic, and homeboy is not touching that place.
Catalog, please.
Wait, easy.
Just let me have this moment. Let me have this moment.
Portugal. We're going to Portugal. So, guys, Portugal, as you well know, Portugal won the Euros. Say his name, Ede. That's why I made sure to put Ede in the intro montage. Say his name, Ede.
And he didn't get picked.
There we go.
So
who's going to score your winning goal for you in the final then? So, as I said again, look, Cristiano, he led his team to the final, which is great. But I said again, his Euros doesn't fully count. He wins it as a technicality.
Does Kante one count?
The Kante World Cup
of course it counts, because he was superb. It wasn't. Kante was superb at that World Cup. Cristiano wasn't superb. He was high. So one thing about Cristiano is that you need to rectify what you couldn't do 4 years ago, or rather now 5 years ago, which is you need to be top scorer and you need to score in the final. If you are not top scorer or score in the final, then I'm not counting your Euro. It's only as I said.
At least homeboy was on the pitch.
Cheerleading.
Cheerleading is a good thing in this society. Okay, there's too much.
Guys, let's keep it real. So again, shouts to Joaquim, who was superb, breaking down the Portuguese team, man. This is the thing about the Portuguese team, man, that I found is that France have the most talented squad. Portugal have the deepest squad. And when I say the deepest squad, what we did with Joaquim is the variations that they have, the options they have. They almost have two quality options in every position.
Except defense. I'm looking at the defense. They only have 6 players there, man.
Pepe, Font,
Diaz,
Guerrero,
Nelson Semedo.
That's dude from Mendes, the guy from Porto, because there's some local dudes.
He's a midfielder.
As well. No. The defender who plays on the left. He's from I think it's Sporting Lisbon. So there's some local guys that's important as well. Yes, him. So
that's right.
They've got options. Midfield, perfect. They have DM options. They have central midfield options. They have
Diaz, Pepe, and Font are the only centre backs they have there, man.
Yeah,
So
but they
it's
can play
fine.
Danilo. They can play Danilo centre back.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
That's what
Danilo
another
Pereira,
good one.
right?
Okay,
fine.
so my thing about Portugal is this: is that here's the thing. They were never even on the radar Euro 2016. How will these guys deal with being favorites? That's the first thing. Second thing is Cristiano, just retire, bro. You've won the Champions League, you've broken records. I don't want to see you at the World Cup. I don't want to see you at the World
It's
Cup.
because of people
Just
like you.
let me
The
land.
nightmare.
Can I
The
It's
land?
nightmare
because
is
of people
real.
like you
The nightmare is
exist.
real.
Land.
The
Can I
nightmare is
land?
real. The nightmare is real.
Cristiano, you've done everything. You're amazing. You've achieved everything. Just retire. I am. This is my plea to Cristiano. If you're listening, because I know you always do, Cristiano Ronaldo. After these Euros, can you please hang up your boots and just retire from football? And I will be the first to congratulate you. I will be the first. This is my ultimatum to you. If you retire after these Euros, I will come out and commend you on your incredible, amazing legacy. 100%. So,
Like you commended Aguero for flopping in the Champions League. That
I
kind of
never said that.
commendation.
I never said that.
Yes,
So,
you did.
I never said that. So, Portugal, I don't see them winning it. They'll go far, they'll do well, but I think the favorites tag is going to work against them. I think Fernando Santos is a guy who loves to be an underdog and loves to play the underdog. I think the worst thing that has happened to Portugal is this massive spotlight that has been on them, because right now they're like, oh no, you're the defending champions and you are one of the strongest teams in there. What I'll say is this though, João Felix. That's another of my agendas as well. Speaking to Joaquim, he says that João Felix is not really Fernando Santos' favorite and doesn't know the guy that he more likely will play Bruno Fernandes in the team. But I feel that if they can give the ball to João Felix, I think this kid can light up these Euros. This dude is talented. I don't care what Simeone says, although I don't give a crap. I know talent when I see it. This dude is talented. If they can give this guy the reins to be the creative playmaker for this team, and you've got Jota there, you've got Cristiano there, and you've got goal scorers there, I think Portugal can be very exciting. Because it's just like the way in Euro 2000. Vilton, talk to me. Portugal, Portuguese.
Portugal is another. I think they're the second favorite by most people to win this competition again because of their squad and also Cristiano Ronaldo, the greatest players who ever played in this era, in my personal
With
opinion.
no World Cup.
Again, I've never put the pressure on him winning the World Cup because Portugal historically have never ever been to a World Cup final ever.
Even though they won the Euros, so they were the best in Europe, but they lost to Uruguay.
In 2016, literally Cristiano Ronaldo, Portugal literally just, you could say their history started in 2016 and 2019 when they won the Nation League and the Euro. Because yes, with your agenda, of course, you want him to win the World Cup, but we all know it doesn't. He never had the team to win the World Cup. 06, 2010, 2014. No one ever picked Portugal to win the World Cup. People watch Portugal because Cristiano was there, but we all know Portugal never going to win the World Cup. In those 2018, you could say he choked, I guess, but I don't think he choked. But as for going into this tournament, I think Portugal might maybe get to the semis, maybe. Because I've been watching them. They haven't been clicking because my thing with Portugal, right? Cristiano can't really play as a striker. He needs
he's playing wide left, bro. Wide left.
Yeah, because
Andre Silva will play striker.
Yeah, that's the issue. And my issue is, Jamal, is Jota fit? Is he gonna be fit for the Euro? Because I know he was injured for Liverpool. Is he gonna be there? Do you know? Yes. Do you know?
Yeah, he's fit. He played against.
He's fit, man.
Okay. So that's good because at least he's gonna have some help with scoring goals. But if Portugal doesn't really win it, depends how they go out because, Spain did defend the title, but it's hard to defend your European, especially when it's a tournament every 4 years. So I don't think they're gonna win it. I think maybe they could get to the quarterfinal, maybe the semis. If they do win it, I think you are finished because again, the only thing Cristiano for me has to do at the World Cup is to score in the knockout stage because I think it's pretty embarrassing for him not to ever score in the knockout stage.
Which is why I wanted to retire. I wanted to retire before the World Cup because
I've never put the pressure on him to win the World Cup. He never had the team to do it.
Yeah,
so,
he did.
With your agenda, But
How many freaking walk? You want to call yourself as a coach? Fuck out of here, man.
yeah, but yeah, it's just, I don't think Portugal's gonna win it, bro. I think semis,
Wilson, they better not. Wilson,
semis
like,
minimum. But if I
do
do
you know
want
how
them to win
happy I
it, just
was when
because,
Uruguay
just
said
because of
Wilson?
you, bro.
Listen,
Just because of, I want to see your reaction if Cristiano wins it and he scores in the final.
No,
What are you
Wilson, it
gonna
depends.
say?
No. If Portugal wins and Cristiano doesn't show up, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. So I will use every single thing to the toilet. If Cristiano is top scorer and he scores the winning goal, it's half hope baseball odds.
But he's
forth.
gonna play the World Cup though. He did say this might be his
Wilson,
final.
he doesn't have to. He doesn't have
No,
to.
he
He's
does.
old.
He does. He wants to prove haters like you wrong. He wants to
Wilson,
prove
do you know
haters
that
like
it's
you
very
he still got
dangerous
it.
to be pushing yourself at this age and so forth.
I
So
mean,
there's arthritis.
Cafu played the World Cup at what, 40 years
Bro,
old?
he's only going to be 37. That's not much.
Arthritis.
Nah,
Cristiano, be
Wait,
careful. I would advise it, bro. You could
If
get injured.
Buffon can do it,
it's his last World Cup, so he has
Buffon
to be there.
takes drugs, so it doesn't count. So.
But it's just, yeah. If he does win this Euro, because he's already the greatest Portuguese player of all time. There's no comparison. Like, nobody come close to him. Like, the guy won his country their first ever trophy ever in their history. So yes, let's see what he does the World Cup next year. But as for the Euro, I don't think Portugal will win it. If they do win it, I'll be happy just to see your reaction, your face, because I know you're gonna be so shameless in that stream. You might not even do a stream, to be honest with you. But that's my 2 cents on Portugal. If those two fit and Ruben Diaz plays like he was playing this season, they have a chance. By the way, it's Pepe. Pepe is gonna start, right? Pepe is still gonna.
He started, man. He started.
Don't need worry. Semedo is trashy.
HH, can I speak?
It
'Cause I got
said he was the best left back, by the way.
Wait.
It said he was one of the best right backs, by the way.
I never said that. Wait, who was that? Was that Marley that said you want to speak before? Okay, talk to me, Marley, before you head out.
Yeah, I agree that Portugal have a chance. Obviously, of course, they can win, but I think they're overrated. I'm not with the hype of Portugal. I watched them against Spain yesterday, and Spain played them off the park. They had all the possession. They created chances. If they had a good striker, not that brick Morata, they would have won 2-3-0. I think with Portugal, they've got lots of flashy technical players, but I'm not on the hype train with Portugal. I can see them maybe getting to the quarters, because if they come second and England come top, they will be playing each other, and I would predict England to win. But anyway, Portugal, I think they're overrated because in majority of games I watch them play, they just sit back and defend. They park the bus and they try and counter-attack, but their counter-attack is not that good because they're so deep, and we know Cristiano can't dribble. He just loses the ball every time. I don't see Portugal winning. I think they're overrated. Their midfield is a problem as well. They've got lots of good midfielders, but the balance of who to start and what games is interesting, because Bruno Fernandes as a centre mid, as 8, is not that good because he can't dribble, and the manager always plays 2 defensive midfielders.
If you give Bruno space, it's great. If you don't give him space, he's class B.
And another thing is, they play Bernardo Silva on the right wing, but I don't think he's good there. I think he should play centre mid, but they've got so many midfielders that the manager won't put him there, because when Silva plays on the right wing, he doesn't go down the line and cross it.
Yeah. Am I hearing fireworks?
Oh yeah, that's me. I don't know what people are doing outside.
Wow. Stay safe, bro. Stay safe.
Yeah, when Bernardo Silva plays on the right wing, it congests the pitch, and they need another winger that could cross it, because Ronaldo just comes deep and they don't really score enough goals. That's why I don't think Portugal are gonna win.
Let's ask the real questions. Is Cristina going to be top scorer at these Euros? How well do you think he's going to do at these Euros, Cristina?
2 words: hell no, because he's not going to be able to stat pad against France and Germany. He's not going to be able to stat pad.
Damn.
I don't think he's going to get any penalties because Fernandes should be taking them. So no, I don't think he'll be top scorer. No.
You see, here's the thing about Christian. Like, you have now devolved into a guy that dives for penalties and says "Sue" when he scores against Pescara and Evian FC.
AJ, do you purposely say it wrong, or is that how you really think he says it?
No, is it "Sue"?
Yeah, it means come on in, I think.
No, he goes, HH goes, "See you."
saw someone. Wait. That's how it was spelled. It was spelled S-I-U.
I think the I is silent, bro.
Also, it's Sue.
Yeah.
I think it's you that's silent. It's I don't know, man.
I think you're
He's so
English.
cringe, man. The guy is Christian. The guy is.
H, what
Man.
you pass in school, bro?
What is it?
What was your subject in school? What was your subject in school?
You mean my
'Cause it
strongest
wasn't math?
subject?
Yeah, because it wasn't maths and English, bro.
No. It was English, bro. I was top set English, history. I was a break at science, break at maths.
No, history makes sense. History makes sense.
Oh no,
He's a
history I was
merchant.
amazing. History I was.
He's a history.
History merchant.
he is a dinosaur. He's a history merchant.
No, history I was about to say, but even though I was saying, so wait a minute, where are all the blacks in this history? All the were slaves. So why is talk to me, Potter.
Before I talk about Portugal, AJ, do you want to just quickly go to our good friend Fabrizio Romano's Twitter page? Just go on there, please.
I'm not going.
Just go on there.
See, Sancho, you're gonna ruin your life.
Just
You're
go
gonna
on,
ruin everyone's life.
Romano's page, please.
How do you not accept the use of winners?
The big.
I'll lie to you. I'm not actually.
It has begun.
Look, YSK, bro. I don't think attack is your problem.
Gallo. This is not a Latza and Messi situation, bro. This is different. I can
No. I'm not talking about your. Not just that. Look, bro. Just a little diversion, bro. Buying Sancho ain't gonna fix your defense. You know that, right?
I know. I'm just happy that he's signing.
I'm not
saying he's like the be all and end all for our problems. I'm just happy he's signing.
Sancho is gonna be the second Trinidadian who's gonna play for those trash Man United. I'm pissed, man.
Why would you go to Manchester United?
I have no idea, bro.
It really doesn't.
I don't think it's that bad. I think he just went there because he's from Manchester. Yeah. I mean, he was in City after all, so I guess maybe that's the only connection.
He's literally just going there because of the name.
Look, YSK talks to me. Actually, before I come there, wait, is this the Sean?
No,
Sean.
it's a different one.
Oh, different Sean. Oh, different Sean. Also, I thought it was a Sean Walsh. Was
it Walsh or Kingston?
Portugal. Obrigado.
Portugal.
I swear that's what you know. Obrigado.
Wait, didn't you say you were Brazilian?
On my mom's side.
Portugal, bro.
Yeah. Anyways,
the guy's 1 billion Brazilian from Abraham.
Can we just talk about Portugal? God,
no. He just want a connection to R9.
Talk about Christina, please. Talk about Cristiano Ronaldo.
Bro, you need to be careful with. You're gonna jinx him. You need to be careful because I don't think
jinx him to win.
Yeah.
Ever since it was actually never mind.
No. It's YSK. See, what people need to realize is that, like, of course, he could prove me wrong, but my assessment is Cristiano, easy team, trash team that plays open. He will give you a double. Tougher team, internationals and everything. This guy's just going to fall over. Hence why it's embarrassing seeing how his career is ending because this guy's. Because basically at United, he got like a 76, 78% of the eye test. This guy is clocking in at a 22% of the eye test right now.
Wait, the fact that you said hold on. The fact that you said he's a 76 at United, that's a crime.
Why, Skip? Is your Portuguese friend gonna flop at this Euros?
I'm not gonna. Wait, who's my Portuguese friend?
Bruno.
See, I watched him against Spain. First, let me just finish on Cristiano first.
Yes.
He played garbage against Spain, and this dude, I've always said he's not an out and out striker. You have to play him out on the left as wide as possible. So his natural position, his influence on the game is pretty much a zero when he's playing up front. I think he had like one shot off target against Spain in the friendly.
Yeah.
He was non-existent in that game. I don't know why you'd play him up front. Now the problem with that is Portugal doesn't have a another clinical finisher. You look
Andre
at
Silva.
Andre Silva, bro. The fact that that dude got that many goals in Bundesliga, I don't know what that says about Bundesliga, but if you watched him at the Euros and the World Cup, you'd understand why this dude is gutter trash.
He was
Geddes as
trapped
well.
at the Confederation Cup as well.
Geddes, that dude is.
He's from the road.
He's from the sewers, not from the streets. He's from the sewers.
Yeah, he's trash. He's trash.
I remember in this same hangout right before the World Cup, everybody was hyping Geddes except Hafu. But everybody was hyping Geddes, man. And I was like, what the hell?
And he showed himself. Why is he talk? Look. So is Portugal just all hype? Because people said they're going to win their potential minutes.
I think the hype could also be their downfall, because I think one of the key reasons why they won it in 2016 because they were so under the radar. Even with Cristiano, they were so under the radar, and they were winning games.
In the group.
No one
exactly.
Win. Yeah.
And I think Joaquin said it in the preview. I think the best scenario, you don't want to think like this, but the best scenario for them is they do actually finish third. I think that's the easiest route for them to reach the final. But again, that's just speaking on paper. In terms of Bruno, I'm a be objective and say he was also trash against Spain as well. He was garbage against Spain as well. But I think
how did he perform against Villarreal in the final?
Oh,
I can't remember.
That's the cause.
He was fatigued. He was tired. He was fatigued. He's overplayed.
No.
Because he hardly rotated. That's why.
Can you finish washing your
Didn't
dish?
you rotate against Wolves right before
finished it already?
Oh, well done. Shine them now. YSK, talk to me.
Bruno in the final was compromised by the greatest Europa League manager of all time. So, Bruno. Good evening. Bruno's best position is that cam role, but I prefer João Felix to Bruno in the sense that he can break down teams more, because I feel like the way this Portuguese side plays, they play very much on the defensive side. So you need those attacking players going forward to break the team down for the likes of Cristiano to score. Bruno, he's very effective. The guy, the stats are there for everyone to see. He's a very effective player, and he can spray passes. But when space is tight, he doesn't know. He doesn't have that ability to break teams down that Felix has. But I don't think Santos trusts Felix like he does Bruno.
Mm-hmm.
I think especially when you're playing the two DMs with whether it's Carvalho, Neves, or Danilo. I think he would always prefer Bruno to Felix, because Felix, unlike Bruno, stay. I think Bruno's more disciplined than Felix when going forward. I think Felix is very much attack. Whereas because Santos is so defensive, Bruno will also offer defensive cover as well if needed. So I would like to see and Bernardo Silva as well. I don't know. I don't know who else will be able to play on the right apart from Bernardo Silva. I think it will be Geddes. I don't know what Geddes or Rafa Silva will be able to play in that position other than him. I was wondering if Felix can play on the right instead of Bernardo Silva. If you could.
Oh no! He's got to play it's between him and the middle spots, bro. Him and Bruno.
What about Jota instead of Silva?
No, I don't think Jota can. I think Jota plays on the left, right?
Yeah, or striker.
Yeah, you see, he plays on the left.
Unless
Ogasa is not going to bench. Well, he could.
But I think to be honest, it's a good thing you bring up Jota, because I don't know if he can actually play like almost a false nine striker position instead of Andre Silva, because I do not trust that dude. Neither do I trust Geddes.
You see, that's what I even said to Joaquim. I said that's Andre Silva, Bundesliga taxman, and I think that Jota, would be a good bet to play, because Jota for me impressed me really, really much for Liverpool, and I think that you're going to get a better goal scoring threat of Jota as a striker than you wait for Andre Silva. So
I think that
Silva flop at AC Milan.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, major flop. I think that dynamic with Cristiano and Jota, because I think those two will keep on flip flopping from that position of being striker and then left wing and left mid. I think that could work. But other than that, I don't see how Cristiano performs in this tournament by playing striker. Because every time I've seen this guy play striker, he has been
horrible.
gutter trash. So
Horrible.
he has to play on the left. And in terms of how far they can go, I think they can go. I don't have a sort of minimum for them like I do France, because even though the hype is there, I don't think the expectation is as high. Although I do think there is the expectations exist, whereas in 2016 it didn't. And I think, like I said before, I think that might play against them this time around. But you never know with Cristiano, bro. You never know with this guy. So,
what's it called? LB, talk to me, man.
No, sorry,
LB,
guys. I'm here.
yeah,
I was just having issues with my mic.
All right.
For Portugal on this time around, I think, considering they are favourites, that's probably going to go against them. You know, when they won in 2016, I mean, let's admit, no one saw that coming. A lot of the games,
and Kim said in those groups. I mean, look, it was a great story. I'm not. You can't take anything away from that. It was a great story, and it was a great journey. But they weren't favourites. So
no, they weren't favourites, and I think, you know, the fact that they actually won, having played, I think it was 3 or 4 games that went into extra time. That was a real credit to them, and you've got to take your hat off. You know, they've got some really good players, and they've been able to pick up some really good youth since Euro 2016. But I think they're not going to make it into the final on this occasion. It was just sort of like a one-off. What happened in 2016, it's not going to happen again. As for Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously he's going to want to win another Euro, but no, he's not going to be a top scorer in my opinion. And correct me if I'm wrong, Pepe is still in this. Is he in the squad, Pepe?
He's going to start, man. He's going to start. He's a starter.
He's a machine. He just keeps on going, doesn't he, Pepe? But yeah, I don't think they'll reach the final.
All right. So wait, before I come to Gatto, let me just hit these dubs, man. Let me hit these dubs. Bear with me. All right. From Mr. Shane Schubert says, second in this group plays the winner of England's group. Yes. We could have an England-Germany. We could have an England-Portugal. And are we sleeping on Hungary? Are we just totally disrespecting Hungary, or could Hungary shock everyone? But yes, England could face a very, very heavy round of 16, because again, the reason why I've not included England in this hangout is because I don't put England as favorites. And the reason, because I kept on asking, and I think I actually got a good response on Twitter. I said, why do England keep being put as favorites when these guys, the last time they beat a top team in the knockout rounds was in 1996, Holland. Then guys said, no, they put them at short odds because obviously the bookies just want to have a large payout. Because if they make the odds much longer, guys will still get excited. And if England somehow win it, you have to have a massive payout. So make the shots really odd. Guys can be really hyped and put money on. And then look, this guy's always going to flop. So we'll just gobble up all the money from the deluded fans who think England are going to win the tournament. So yeah, I was like, that makes sense. But yeah, it could be round of 16 marks for England, man. Because they have a trash manager. So from Abracadabra, man, thank you for the dub. HH, Man United set to announce Sancho over Chelsea. And with that Abracadabra, Sancho's career is going down the tube. Sancho, there's still time. There is still time to reject a team who can't beat Villarreal in the Europa League final and who are coached by a Norwegian PE teacher who is the cousin of Gollum, and for you to join the UCL winners. We are the UCL winners. We are the greatest team right now in the world because we're the UCL winners. Join the greatest team in the world and leave the PTG behind. But Sancho, it's your choice if you want to ruin your career. From Yasser's side, man, thank you for the dub. HH, please check your Twitter. Share it with the panel. Take the tweets in and check the person who retweeted it. Sigh, shake my head. Oh Lord, you see, I'm always sketchy whenever these things are sent because hopefully it's not anything pornographic. Now let's see. All right. Oh, what the freak? Okay, oh Lord.
Share your screen, HH.
Oh Lord. Oh my God. You see,
I
this
know
is.
what it is about, man.
Oh God. Oh Lord. You see. Oh my God. Like this dude was handed everything to him. He's never earned anything. Neymar Jr. for Brazil. 104 games, 65 goals, 45 assists. Only Pele is higher for Brazil in these categories than him. And you see, I want to add something to this. Let me retweet this. Let me quote this is retweets. And all that, and still, Rafaela's
Oh my God.
brother still has 0 Copa Americans and 0
Euros.
World Cups. Never insult Pele with
You
such
know Neymar is
a
a two-time Liga champion.
disrespectful tweet. Never put this Uber Eats
Neymar's got a Champions League as well.
merchants in the same
He has an
vicinity
Olympic gold medal
as
as well.
the real Ronaldo
Olympic gold medal, Champions League,
Confederations Cup.
and
Confederations
Binho.
Cup. He should have had a
Have
World Cup if he didn't get
some
injured.
damn respect.
I was gonna say I thought you were gonna put shame.
All right, there you
I
go.
thought this is probably going to put HH.
Tweets. There you go.
Have you guys ever seen HH's Twitch when he reacts to a goal or something? You just see him tweeting and he's reading it out.
No. It's to keep guys engaged, man. It's just, like I'm not dyslexic. From Adash 3. Well, look, shout out to people who are dyslexic. I'm not saying that's wrong with So yeah, look, just relax, chill. Okay. So from Adash 3, thank you for the dub. It says, who are your favorites to win the Euro Golden Boots? The usuals: Kane, Lukaku, Lewandowski, Cristiano, or a dark horse. Don't sleep on Gnabry, 15 goals in 17 games. You know what?
Don't sleep on Werner, bro. Don't sleep
Since
on Werner.
Adash has put this in here very quickly, then I say Lukaku is going to get the Golden Boots. I say Lukaku. What do you guys say? I'm going for Lukaku.
Can I go next because I need to head off?
Yeah, go for it.
Thanks. I think Lewandowski will continue his fine form. I think he'll
with Poland.
Yeah, something different. Why not?
It's not it's not happening.
Not gonna happen.
Bro.
All right. On that note,
Bro.
I'm out. Peace
It starts with a pole.
Peace out. No. Okay, so let's see. Who else? Okay, so who will say? So I'm saying Lukaku because Belgium has an easy group. They have a pretty easy group. They may have an easy. You have to look at who they are playing in their groups, whether they can start pad, and then who they could now play in the next round. Lukaku could probably go into the knockouts with 4 goals, 4 or 5 goals into the knockouts. So I'm going to go into Lukaku.
I'm going with Team of Werner, man.
See, the thing with Kane is Kane will be up there, but Kane, you also have other goal scorers. Mount likes to shoot. Mount is a shoot on sight merchant. So Belgium don't have many guys who will take shots away from Lukaku. So they'll play for Lukaku. Mount will either pass or he'll shoot. And Mount is good at shooting as well. So what's everyone saying for top scorer?
I'm gonna go for Griezmann.
No, that actually makes sense.
Bro,
Griezmann
always ball for France.
Makes sense where?
He's always
Serie.
Bro, Griezmann.
No. You gotta think of it this way.
In what way?
Bro, he was the top scorer at the 2016 Euros. He scored 4 or 5
the
goals at the
focus is
World
going to
Cup
be
in
on
2018.
Mbappe and Benzema. That's where Griezmann really shines, when the focus is not on him in terms of attack. That's where I think he could get his goals. But in terms of getting goals,
don't disrespect Griezmann. For France,
he's all top the assists, but not the goals.
No, is Griezmann the designated penalty taker?
Wait.
One at a time. Wilton.
So Wilton, you said who? You said Griezmann.
I'm gonna go for Griezmann.
Waiske, who are you saying? One name.
Lukaku.
Jamal?
Team of Werner.
You're smoking crack. Abdul?
The Oos.
You're smoking crack.
Change. Abdul, change the name. I don't want you to jinx him. Change it.
Ousmane Dembele.
Abdul, can you just put a real? I don't want you to jinx my guy. Can you just say someone else apart from Ousmane Dembele? Anybody? Say anybody. Say Timo. So say Timo.
Nah, Benzema, man.
Okay, Timo. Sean, who are you saying? Top scorer Euros.
Say Kane.
Gatlock.
I'm going to be odd here, and I'll say Immobile.
That's not too odd.
Good shout. Yeah, that's
not
a good
too
shout.
odd.
What about
That's
Hazard?
not-
What about Hazard?
Man, that's up now at football.
Zeman. Who are you saying as top scorer? Zeman.
God, Moreno. I think it's gonna be Moreno top for Spain.
Okay. Puya, who are you saying for Euro 2020 top scorer?
Germany surprise and Muller ends top scorer.
You do realize that Muller has never scored in the Euros, right?
It doesn't matter. It's his comeback tournament.
Wow, that's interesting. Now that would be a comeback. Okay, so who are we on with the Portugal thing? I think we are. Were we on? I think Gatlock was on Gatlock. Talk to me.
Yeah.
Portugal.
About who? Portugal.
Yes.
Yeah, bro. There isn't much to say about this country. Right? I mean, give me a second. Who were in their group before? I know Hungary was in their group with that 3-3 stuff. The only good thing about this group for Portugal is that third place can go through. So many people saying Germany won't go through. I feel all three will go through. Now, no disrespect to Hungary, but let's be honest, Portugal, they must win their first game. They must.
Yes,
If they draw to Hungary, or lose, no draw. Let's say draw. That puts massive pressure on them because their next two games is Germany and France. And those are, look, say what you want about Germany, it's still not going to be an easy game. So they need to make sure that, because you see, if France and Germany draw and they draw and everybody's on 1 point or stuff like that, the pressure is still on Portugal because Germany will know that they still have Hungary. But Portugal know that they have France and Germany.
This is what I wanted to ask. How do they do the third place thing? So is it first by goals scored, goal difference?
Points.
I think it's points, then goal difference,
then goal scored.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just the
So you need to start
because
up. Yeah, you need to start
Portugal. Do you guys realize Portugal got to the final, winning only one game? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think they qualify as third best too. I think third they finish in their group as well.
No, yeah, I'm talking about in last Euros 2016.
Oh,
Yeah, they did the same thing in the Euros last time.
Oh, I mean, they drew every game. Okay, they won against Croatia in 120 minutes. But they drew every game in the group stage, and then it's only Wales they beat, and then shockingly they beat
France in the final.
So it's like, man, well, look, I don't know how
they have a much
that will
better
work out.
team though. They didn't have Bruno Fernandes there. They didn't have João Felix there. They didn't have Guerrero there. They have better players now, but they didn't have Jota.
Yeah, true. But how many of those guys are okay? Okay, to be fair, I know it sounds stupid saying this, but how many of those guys are game changers for Portugal? I know they can be game changers for the clubs.
Felix can be a game changer. If Bruno Fernandes plays against like Air or Casper the Ghost, he can be a game changer.
Relax.
But no. In fairness, no. Bruno, in certain games, Bruno can game change 100%. Against certain teams, he can be a game changer.
I know, but like, well, it depends. Let's see how they do, because many of these guys are still unknown. They are still unknown for Portugal in a major tournament. They are still unknown for because I want to see Bruno for Portugal be a game changer. Not just, I mean, we know he is for United. We know Jota is for Liverpool. For Portugal, because you see, there are some players that you just know that for their country they will turn up. Like, for example, I had no idea who Klose was in club football for Bayern, for whoever he played for. But once he wore that German shirt, you just knew, that he was going to ball, especially in the World Cup. No matter what form he was on, you just knew he was going to ball. So it's just that kind of situation where let's see how these guys gel for their country, because it doesn't matter if you have the greatest players, it's how you gel. Because it's funny how when these guys, Portugal, were weaker, they were gelling more. But now that they are stronger individually, they're kind of, mixed up. So it's going to be tough. But look, let's see how they do against Hungary. Let's see, because I don't want to put too much stock in friendlies or qualifiers or Nations League, because when a major tournament starts, that's when you see people with, like I keep saying, football to me is like 70% mentality, 30% talent. Let's see how their mentality is, because we know all these guys have strong mentality. Let's see how they are for Portugal. If they can just turn it up like how Germany did in 2014, where they just said, okay, you know what, if we're going to be the best team, we're clinching this title, we're clinching this trophy. Portugal could do it. So, or is it the fact that because many of these guys have not actually won the Euros? I mean, I know Pepe and Ronaldo have, but majority of these guys, I don't think they were there in 2016. So that could be a factor, because it's like the hunger could still be there. And the experience of those who won it in 2016 is still there. So
okay. So let me bring what's called Jamal. Talk to me. Portugal.
Yeah, man. I mean, Portugal have a very good squad, but it's all good having a good squad. But you have to know how to use this, man. And because CR7 up front, it ain't it, bro. It ain't it. Because I watched the game Spain-Portugal yesterday, and bro, guys, his name is not CR7 again. It's CR77. That's his new name now. And so I'm calling him. Personally, for me, I'm calling him CR77, man, because that's how he's looking out there. He's looking old, man. He's looking old. But yeah.
Then why does he still retire, man? If he's looking old, why doesn't he hang up his boots? Why is he still playing?
Because he could still put the ball in the back of the net, man. And that's why he's still going for this World Cup or this Euros. So yeah, man. Because they have a good squad. I mean, in the midfield, there's plenty of options. You could go Neves, Moutinho, Renato Sanchez, Danilo, Carvalho. So there's plenty of options, but is Santos gonna know his best team? And that's the thing. Because although also Jota, he is a left winger. But personally for me, when he played on the left wing for Liverpool, he hasn't been that good. For me, I think his best position is striker. And is Santos gonna play him as a striker? I don't know. He might go for Andre Silva. So yeah, man, they have all the tools to win the Euros, but I don't know if he will pick the squad, man. Because our next thing is Bruno Fernandes.
But for your boy Jota, do you think Jota is going to start? Because I think Jota can be a secret weapon for this team. Because I think I can see a guy come clutch for Portugal if they have Jota. But my fear is that he'll start Silva and Andre Silva. He'll basically start both Silvas ahead of Jota, which I think would be a mistake.
Yeah, but that's not really a bad thing to do, because he's also been a very good sub off the bench. Yeah, he's been a very good sub, super sub for us. So yeah, man, I feel it will be a good thing if you start him or if you bench him, because one thing I like about Jota, he's very direct and he always make an impact. And he's two-footed as well, so he knows how to put the ball in the back of the net. But for me, I just want to say I will start João Felix over Bruno Fernandes, because Bruno is good, but as you say, Bruno needs peace. When it's tight, João Felix have that sauce, man, that technique, as you like to say, that technique. So yeah, man. So I'll start João Felix.
Sean, talk to me, man. Portuguese.
As everyone else has said, I believe they're probably the second favourites behind France.
Ahead of Belgium? Ahead of England?
We'll get to England tomorrow.
Yeah.
I would say they've really benefited of being underdogs from the 2016 Euros. So I'd like to see how they'll handle being one of the favourites. And to see how would Santos set up his team if he was going to put Cristiano on the left or down the middle.
Sean, we lost you.
Yeah. But did you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go for it. So basically, you think for Cristiano, it is best he has to play out wide on the left, because I think if he plays striker, he'll be useless. If he plays wide left, he can still be dangerous. I think Cristiano's job here is for leadership and to put the ball in the back of the net. We don't want you to dribble. We don't want you to run with the ball. We don't want you to do any step overs or anything. You're simply there for other guys to put you in a good position to put the ball in the back of the net. And I think if Portugal can play to Cristiano's strengths, don't give him the ball to feet, give him the ball to space or in a key area, or cross the ball to him, Portugal can do something because he is a clutch goal scorer, 29 Gs.
Yeah, and I think also the players around him, so like the creators with him, so like a Bernardo Silva, if you're going to play a Bruno Fernandes or a João Felix to see like who's going to be the one supplying him with the ball, I think that's also going to be important.
Okay, so before I come to your boy Zima, let's hit this over from your boy Yes Zima. Thank you for the WS side. By the way, the only reason I found this tweet is because Vilton retweeted it. So Vilton, what do you have to say for yourself? Vilton, did you retweet that Neymar Pele tweet? Vilton.
It's silencing. He's guilty.
Now he runs away.
No, I'm here. What? Yes, yes,
So
I did retweet it. Yes, I did retweet it. Why? Like,
so yes, it was right.
I don't get it. I'm not comparing them. I just retweeted a tweet. I never said.
So you don't claim to agree or disagree with it.
No, I never said.
Wait,
Neymar.
so do you agree with it?
Agree with what?
That there is a comparison.
No, like you couldn't compare. You could compare them based on their goal and assist, but we all know that Pele is.
Did you quote when you retweeted it? Was it a quote or you just retweeted it?
I just retweeted it, bro.
Then that means you agree with it. Because you're spreading it.
I guess.
You should because you should have quote retweeted it and say, "This is bull crap. I don't accept this nonsense."
No, you should have said as a Brazilian.
Bro, it's an amazing stat. Neymar's winning the World Cup next year. Then I'm gonna see you HSN here next year.
What major international trophy has he won with Brazil?
Cup Confederation.
Zeman, can you
please
stop talking? Mute your mic. Zeman, quick. Talk.
What has Hazard won?
Zeman, just talk.
That's what I thought, bro.
Yeah,
105 game, 48 goals, 25.
Zeman, just talk. Zeman, talk. Just talk.
Bro, your Neymar agenda's wild, bro. All right, for Portugal, this is a case of Santos having to decide for the betterment of the team. And this, it's complicated because the players you have are more attack-minded and you have more substance there, but you're going to go with what you know, what's proven to you, which is a defensive, a defensive position from Santos, tactical setup. Now, the thing is, João Felix isn't going to start mainly because he doesn't have the discipline of a Bruno Fernandes, and that's what he values. As much as we can say João Felix is able to progress the ball, for Santos he sees that more as a risk, more so than the reward that could possibly come out of that. And that's where that's the type of quagmire that Santos is dealing with in terms of tactical setups. Now, the thing about Cristiano Ronaldo staying up top to me made no sense. But again, they're the favorites, so they're most likely going to come up with a defensive standpoint, and they're thinking, maybe if we could bring Cristiano Ronaldo centrally, maybe we could have more attacking force around him. We could build it around him instead of having flank play. But I don't necessarily think that's the key because Cristiano Ronaldo's goals come from the flank. That's where he's most effective, where he could lose his runner and make those runs for his more creative outlets, what little creative outlets that they do have with Bruno Fernandes up top. Now, I don't trust the Portuguese defense. I think that's their number one weakness, specifically their fullbacks, and especially if their right back option is going to be Semedo. Which I'm hoping that's not.
He's trash, by the way. He's trash.
I'm trash.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's not the case with them. Again, it's about what he knows, and being favorites is you're coming from a different standpoint. If you're coming up against the favorites, you're going to try to match them tactically. That's the best way to beat Portugal. come up with a defensive setup that matches them and catch them because they have to
Who's
come
the key
out.
player? Zimmer, who's the key player for this team? Who's the key man? Is it Christina, or do you have another key player who, if this guy balls, Portugal could actually potentially defend their crown?
Yeah. It's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be Pepe. I think their defensive.
Pepe he turns 82 next week, man.
No.
So an
No.
82-year-old has to be the key. Wow.
No. It's because of the tactical setup. They rely heavily on defensive work, and Pepe's ability to organize the team and bring leadership to the back is needed more so than anything. That's what they're reliant on. That's the key for them. So for me, he's going to play a role, but Cristiano Ronaldo is the most offensive threat that they do have in terms of attack.
Puya, man, talk to me, man. Portugal and their chances, man.
Portugal, personally, I don't like. I see why people are hyped for the squad, but like if everyone's on their game, like if Bruno doesn't brick it like he did in the final against Villarreal, like if everyone's playing out they should be, this is the favorite team. Like a lot of people are saying France, but I think Portugal is the favorite. But I just think, I don't know. I don't trust this team. I don't trust this team to play like they should be playing. I don't know if that makes sense. Like everyone's expecting them to play like fireworks and like Bruno Fernandes linking up with CR7, one of the greatest players ever. Oh my God, this team is so amazing. I just don't see that happening. A lot of these players aren't really that experienced at the international tournament level. There's Pepe, but you just said that guy's like 82. Ronaldo, I think he should retire after the Euros too.
Yes.
It's kind of like Yogi Löw's situation. Like just leave and let them restart. Like start their new project. But yeah, man, I would expect them. They should get out of the group, but I don't see them challenging like most people think they should. I think they'll be one of the more underwhelming teams at the Euros, only because of experience-wise.
So,
I feel like.
So do they come second or third in the group?
I say the Hungary game is what decides that. If they win against Hungary, I think they'll get second, and I'm a Germany fan, and they'll probably get third. But if they break it against Hungary, and there's not many days left, that Spain performance, I know it's just a friendly, but that was, in my opinion, pretty worrying. Like Ronaldo didn't look like Ronaldo. Fernandes, not much. And the defense was wide open and all over the place. Morata was running through them like butter. Like I don't know. Like there's only eight days left, but if they get that win against Hungary, they'll play second. They'll play second. Yeah.
All right. So let me just hit this.
I have to go.
Yes.
Yeah. So I just want to say, don't you ever open your rotten mouth again and mention any Kante and Steven Gerrard in the same sentence. Thank you very much. Peace out. I'll be tomorrow.
Lord. I was going to respond. From Abracadabra Man, thank you for the job, Abracadabra, who says, HH, don't forget Goatweight, Denmark. He's Danish?
Yeah, he is.
I didn't know he was Danish. I thought he was English.
Nah, he's gonna turn up, bro. This is his Euros.
Let me tell you this right now. Okay, I've got this is my 18th agenda. If Goatweight finishes top scorer at these Euros.
No, if he leads them to the Euros, will that be the greatest achievement of football of all time?
It will be. It might just be. It will be just behind Leicester winning the league and Chelsea winning the 2012 UCL.
Yeah,
so
it might be the
greatest achievement.
I think it's higher than both of them.
No,
Lewandowski's generational.
If Goatweight does it, he surpasses Benzema, Lewandowski, and
Suarez,
everybody. Okay, look, man. Let's hit this over right now. This is where things get interesting now, man. This is where things get interesting because these guys, people are sleeping on them, and that, of course, is Germany.
You missed, bro. You missed two.
Two what?
Two of us.
Oh,
bro!
Portugal.
Bro, you're discriminating against people starting with ABD.
Okay, Abdul, talk to me, man. Abdul,
And
talk to me.
ABD Abdulrazak as well.
Here's it. Okay, Abdul, talk to me. Portugal, man, talk to me.
Nah, I'll keep it short, man. I think they're gonna finish 4th in their group.
Whoa, okay, Abdul, you can't. Nah, hold on.
Hold on, you know why, bro? You know,
No.
You know why?
Let me relax.
You know why?
Okay. Abdul, no. Hold on, Abdul. No. See, you can't just say that quickly and just move on.
Okay,
Let's
let me
just
explain
digest.
myself.
No.
Let me explain.
Abdul, before you explain,
Cut me off, bro.
No. Abdul, if they finish 4th
Yeah.
and Cristiano is on the pitch, do you realize that I'm going to use this? I'm just saying. So you better be careful. If
he's gonna use that and release a documentary.
Is there an emergency hangout for that? Is there gonna be an emergency hangout for that?
He's gonna release a documentary. Watch a 3-hour documentary. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, bro, I'm here to watch that Chelsea City pre-match, man. So that's too long, man.
A whole 3-hour feature documentary, bro. I swear down if it happens.
I don't understand why he even made. I don't even understand why he made.
He should have broke it down. That's the problem. He should have broke it down. Why 3 hours?
I don't understand why, bro. I was going through YouTube and I saw this dude's pre-match was almost as long as the Hangout.
No, because
this dude had a prologue,
because my thing is that guys are sleeping on Hungary. So all I'm saying is that
Hungary, they are 10 games unbeaten, bro. They're 10 games unbeaten.
There is no way Portugal, after all this hype, will finish 3rd or 4th. Well, if they finish 3rd, they can still go through. But if they finish 4th,
there's an argument that could be made.
Like, wait.
Anything can happen.
Can you name me some Hungry players, because I need to walk my magic for Tuesday.
Shabazlai, bro.
Shabazlai.
Yeah.
Look, okay. Because my thing is that if Hungary beats Portugal in our opening game, you know how we can, we might live. We might live. Because
no.
If Portugal finish 4th, like we're having a because I don't know how I can fit it in with the schedule, but I'm going to fit in like a 2-hour emergency hangout. Like, but
the thing
it'd be too sweet.
But you're sleeping on
after the Champions League win, there's no way the universe will give
Let me talk.
But the thing is, watch Hungary. There's a reason why they're 10 games unbeaten. There's a reason. They're really a well-organized team, man. And let's be fair, Ronaldo, he's done, man. He's finished. He's finito. How do you say finished in French?
Fini.
He's finished. He's fini. He's finished.
Wait, what's that? Wait, who?
It was Google.
Use Google Translate, bro.
Who said?
FINIR.
Yeah, this guy used Google Translate.
Wait, did you just
use Google?
Yeah, Google Translate.
Wait, who used Google Translate? Abdul, was that you that used Google Translate?
Abdul.
Yeah, bro.
Fini.
Jesus.
Fini.
Oh my God. Abdul, just keep talking.
Someone here start speaking.
This hangout has just gotten really weird, man.
Yo, Abdul, if Ronaldo's finished, what's Messi then, bro?
He's levels above him, man.
Okay. I just wanted to confirm, bro.
Yeah. But let's not put it all on Ronaldo, man. Let's be honest as well. Bruno Fernandes, yeah. Like,
here we go.
I'm not. But let me speak. Then I cut you off.
Let him. Okay, I'll meet him there. I'll meet them. Go talk.
Bruno Fernandes, yeah. When you don't give him space, he might as well be a fan because he will contribute more to the team. He might as well be in the stands. He will have a bigger impact on the game. He's like a fish out of water when he don't have space, bro. He's useless. So I don't know what's this obsession with playing him. The thing is, in international football, it's known that you don't get much space. It's not like club football. Like, it is common that players, attackers don't get a lot of space in international football. And we know Bruno is shit in space. So why are they gonna play him? Bernardo Silva, yeah, let's be honest. his career has been declining.
Abdul, you need to stop saying, let's be honest, bro. You're telling nothing but lies. So
all right. Let me finish. In 2018, Bernardo Silva, he was amazing. Ever since then, he's been declining. He hasn't had a great season. Jota, he's in bad form. He was great at the beginning of the season. He's tailed off. Like, he hasn't scored a goal in a while. So, bro, for me, yeah, they're finishing fourth. Everything is well. They played France twice and Spain the last 6 months. How many goals do you think they scored in those 3 games?
1, 2,
0.
But Abdul, a tournament is a whole different prospect because I don't put qualifications and friendlies in the same context
because it's
as a tournament.
Remember the 2018 World Cup qualifier? We lost 1 game in the entire qualification. We won every single friendly game. And what happened once we got to the tournament? We lost to Belgium.
Like, tournaments. I think once you get into tournaments more than everything, hence why I don't think the Spain performance matters too much because it's preparation. Once the tournament, this is tournament. You're now tournament mode now begins. That's when we'll now see the real dudes. Wait. Because we have a lot of things to go through. Heresy, talk to me.
Dino, in Portugal, I think the Portugal is a very, very good team. I'm just a little bit, surprised how good they've become in the last couple of years. Because in 2016 they were completely the underdog. They had a very, very terrible below average group stages, which they drew 3 times. The first game they drew to Iceland, then they drew to Austria, which Ronaldo missed the penalty, and then Hungary is another chaotic game, which they ended 3-3, and then since they won it, they never looked back. We saw them winning the Nation League. Yes, you guys might be calling Portugal to be underwhelming or they're being crap in anything like that. But I think with Portugal, they've won trophies. They know what it means to win for them. And I think this experience really... Well, they've won the Euros and the Nations League.
No,
so that kind of gave them.
It does count. It counts. It counts. Because
it means you at least you want some sort of. At least you want something and gives them a bit of experience. They felt that's for them.
Nations
like psychologically.
The Nations League. You're counting the Nations League as a trophy.
If Portugal didn't win it, it's just who to have a whole emergency hangout on why they failed.
Nations League.
Nations League.
Yes, it's important, bro.
Let me guess. We're not counting Olympics and the Confederation Cup as well.
Nation League counts though.
Yeah, but the bottom line is that helps them psychologically for them, not for you. For them, that's just why they feel like they can able to win something. They know what it takes for them to win. But but they've got a very difficult game. People are already sleeping on Hungary. Hungary are a very, very good team. They're a very organized team. And you cannot underestimate. I think the game against Hungary decided the determinant of the group stage. But I think Portugal got very experienced. Yes, they've lost to France. They haven't scored against France in the Nations League, but I think they raised the bar higher against France in the group stages, and they know what it likes for them to play. And also, Bruno Fernandes, he was a bit fit. He's just been a little bit fatigued because he's playing too many games, and Oli refused to rotate. And Jota had a good season.
So a fully fit Bruno against a team that doesn't give him space will still be effective, if you believe.
Yeah, it will be a lot. I think a fully fit Bruno will be a lot better than the one we've seen against Villarreal because he's been overplayed. His standards have dropped, so that's why he needs a bit of rest.
Okay.
Don't you think Portugal playing Hungary is a blessing for them too? They could start picking up form by playing the weaker team in the group than rather playing up France early on.
No, true, but then it's good. The adverse. If let's say they now draw against Hungary, that is a bad setup.
No. If you look at the World Cup performance, they've had horrible group stage performances as well in the World Cup. So they're not going to perform great in the group stage because that's 2 consecutive international tournaments where they had horrible performances. They're most likely going to end up 3rd or 2nd. If we're being honest.
Okay. So look, man. Let's just keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, man. So, we're now going to talk about Germany. So, look, I think when we look at Germany, a lot of people look at that botched job that was the 2018 World Cup, which was a complete and total mess. But I mean, shout out to my man Puya, who is here because he obviously joined me as well as others in breaking down the German team, man. And my thing about it is that the The defense is a bit sketchy. It's a very good midfield. And it's a very interesting attack. Now, put Timo Werner to one side. The return of Thomas Muller, Havertz being there, Gnabry, Sane, Musiala. There is some very interesting attacking sides. And you look at the midfield, Joshua Kimmich, Kroos, Ilkay Gundogan. The midfield and attack is very, very strong for Germany. The only issue they have is defense, and just the defenders, not Neuer, who is, we all know his money is defenders. So my thing here is Germany, of course, are in a tough position right now. So let me come first to your boy Infinity Emma. So Infinity, you look at Germany. Do you think Germany are actually going to surprise everyone and really become one of the, because welcome to them is surprising because it's still Germany, but based on how they performed at the World Cup, nobody is looking at them and people are assuming they'll finish third in the group. Do you think Germany are just going to surprise everyone and actually do a lot better than what people think?
Everyone knows these guys have the talent, but I think their main enemy is the manager himself, Joachim Löw. I think there were reports coming out a few days ago that a lot of the players in the national team, they're doubtful about his tactics, especially the line plays. They don't really like playing three at the back. And especially for the defense, I know they have Rudiger, who's been good for Chelsea, but we don't know if he's genuinely a good defender or if he's been protected by the system. And Hummels, he isn't at his peak where he can still bring a bit of leadership. What the problem is, I think Löw's trying to play a pressing game, but he doesn't really know how to get that's why he brought back Müller. But I don't really think he knows how to get the best of Müller. And they have the talent in midfield and attack, but I don't think he really knows what his starting lineup is and how to get the best out of them. Yeah, he's played a lot of formations now, and I don't think he's really stuck to one. But he prefers three at the back. My problem here is Rudiger, Hummels, and Klosterman or Sula, whoever they play, they're very error prone. But besides from Hummels, he's a strong leader. And also, I don't think the players really want to play for him. It's just down to individual quality whether they'll win, and I think that can only take you too far. But in terms of their first game against France, I think you need to play Goretzka and Kimmich because they can press very well. And I think against Pogba, who's a bit of a lazy bastard, you can really get the better of him. What they can do what France lack in what they have in superiority is compared to other teams, their strong midfield. They have really good control in that, and they can press. They could play defensive with Goretzka's defensive contribution. But I think it's just the manager's going to be their main downfall because he's not tactically, he's not too great, and his man management skills, I think they're just gone. He's lost to the dressing room.
Will Timo Werner start?
Only God knows, man. But he shouldn't start.
YSK Jackson. Firstly, I know that you're a huge Timo Werner fan, and your trash bullcrap reverse psychology actually led to Chelsea winning the UCL. So thanks,
So
thank you.
It wasn't.
Can
Really
I finish asking the question? So your trash ass reverse they actually end up with Chelsea. So thank you for your.
Thank me. Thank
Well, that's what I'm freaking doing. Thank you. Will Werner start, or will he see sense and maybe play Fulton or play Volland instead as striker? Will Jogi Löw still have faith in a guy that mishits his shot against North Macedonia?
Does Volland have a Champions League medal?
Werner doesn't have one.
Did Volland score in the Champions League semi-final?
Werner hasn't, because that doesn't count.
What do you mean it doesn't count? I'm pretty sure I saw the ball go in the net.
He almost missed. And I think the ball crossed the line when it hit the bar anyway. So I'll recheck it. So I'm not sure whether he's got it.
I think.
So okay. One second. Let me frame it this way: if Werner starts, can Germany still win with Werner as a starting striker?
Of course they can win. I don't see with the thing with Timo, right? I think you downplay his impact on Chelsea. I know his misses and everything, yes. But if you look at his stats this season, the guy's, leaving Kante aside, he's been your best player. He's been your most effective player, leaving Kante aside, in terms of goals and assists. And he was involved in some of the key moments in that Champions League run to the final.
So you're talking about goal contributions and all that. nonsense.
Yes, well, I believe goals is how you win games, right? Do you have another?
Well, no. Why is it simple? So basically, you believe that with Werner as striker, he can goal
They
contribute
cannot. They
Germany to
cannot.
win the
Why would they?
Euros.
Why would they play a guy called Volland up front instead of Timo Werner?
Gnabry is playing there.
Gnabry as striker.
Gnabry as striker?
Yeah, he plays well as striker. He's got 13 goals in 17 games while playing for striker, and he's very agile there, and he can finish well with both feet. He has good movement as well.
See, the only person I would play ahead of Timo up front would be a situation where you play Muller as high as you possibly can.
That's but he'll be more like number 10, like an evasive number 10.
But I think he. I mean, it doesn't matter what I see. I think he plays Timo Werner. I don't think he benches him. I think that he can utilize his pace because going forward.
They don't give you space at internationals, bro. What are you smoking? This isn't to Norwich or Kingsbury.
They don't
give you space. They don't give you space at internationals. This is Pep Man City.
See, this is hate. This is hate. You just have a complete utter nonsense.
Keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Like my thing is, look, Werner is going to start. So my thing is most of us, would you start him? He's going to because he'll support him and say, well, he knows the team. My thing though is that they won't win because of Werner. They'll win in spite of Werner because what Werner has is a great support cast around him. Like he looks to his right, you have Sané. Look to your left, you've got Gnabry. Behind you, you've got Havertz and Muller as well.
I'd argue Werner's been better than Sané this season.
Also, as well.
No way.
No. As well, the clown in the live chats who says Musiala is only going to get 2 minutes is probably the same clown loser who said, "Oh, Musiala ain't going to get picked." So you loser in the live chat. When Musiala plays more than 2 minutes and more games, I want you to bring your loser self back on this whole thing and apologize to me, you complete moron. So Escape, talk to me about Germany. Do you think they have a chance of surprising people?
It's strange because I think they could be one of the dark horses. Their squad, their starting lineup on paper, yes, I think they can compete with most of the teams. I think there's, leaving France aside, I think every team beneath that.
Jesus Christ! Continue.
Every team beneath France they can compete with, and what they're lacking is depth. So, say you do lose, because Werner's gonna start, and say you lose a Timo Werner or a Muller, a Sané, who do they have to replace them? And Neuer's influence on the defense is going to be the biggest because their defense is, their defense compared to previous years is non-existent. So Neuer, even at his age, gonna have to be clutch. And from what I saw of him in the Champions League, I don't know about that one. So I don't think they can rely on Manuel Neuer as they did before. I don't have much expectation for Germany, to be honest. I think they'll do. They'll get out of the group stages. Wouldn't it be a narrative if they finish fourth?
They already did.
Yeah. They finished fourth like 5 years ago. So.
Oh yes, they did, didn't it? Yeah. So I haven't got much expectation for Germany, but I think they'll get out of the group stages, and from then on, I think it's because their team is the team is not there to where you can to the point where you can call them a trophy, international trophy winning team. So where they get after the group stage, obviously I'd expect them to get through the round of 16 and into the quarters.
You clowns! 5 years ago was the Euros. That's what I meant. 5 years ago was the last Euros. I know it's 3 years for 2018 World Cup. You complete pricks. Okay, wait, let's keep
in your strong point.
YSK thinking isn't your strong point. Abdul, talk to me. Germany.
You can hear me, bro.
Crystal clear.
Yeah. I'm finding it tough to get over the 6-0.
Oh, it's a wait. Wasn't that a friendly? Was that a qualification? Was
It
that a
was
friendly?
qualification.
It was
It
the
was
nation league.
friendly.
It was the
FIFA
nation league.
started
It
this
was
year.
nation league. It was a nation league game.
Yeah.
You know
Was it
why
Nations?
it worries me?
But yeah, it was Nations League.
You know why it worries me? Because the team they fielded that day was basically their strongest team. Yeah. HH, have you spoken to Klaus before? The German.
Yes.
He's a Bayern fan.
I know this.
Yeah. He's constantly telling me that Sane is shit.
He hasn't had his greatest season for Bayern this season. He has not. He's talented, but he's not had his greatest season.
Yeah.
I have, yeah.
In September, yeah, I saw Werner and Sane play in the same attack for Germany. You know, I had to like wipe off like my glasses because, bro, I thought I was seeing like Vinicius and Dembele, bro. They are horrible. They are horrible.
Leave Dembele out of this, man.
I'm just being honest. I'm a Barca fan, bro. So for me, yeah, they haven't impressed me. On paper, they have a really strong team. On paper, you can't argue against the team on paper. But they never seem to impress me, man. And how are you losing to Macedonia, man? Like I don't care if
North Macedonia, get it right. North Macedonia.
I don't care if they're rotating. You know, how are they losing to North
They
Macedonia?
didn't rotate. That's the reason they lost.
Bro,
They literally played the same lineup for 3 games in a row.
They're not winning. They're not winning.
So okay, so did they come second or third in the group?
It's between second and third is between them and Hungary.
No, you need to relax, bro. You need to relax. Because I don't think that Twitter will be able to. Twitter would shut down, and I would be basically Jack Dorsey will have to reprimand me if Portugal come bottom of our group and Cristiano's on the pitch. That social media platform is getting shut down by me if it happens.
Abdul, is this a serious narrative or are you just trolling?
I'm being serious, bro. Bro, you're sleeping on Hungary, man. You're sleeping on Hungary.
I'm not sleeping on Hungary, but
Abdul,
I'm just saying.
in fairness,
bro.
no
They
disrespect
are
to Hungary.
hungry.
I am fully asleep. Like I'm like in a waterbed chilled out on Hungry, man. So look, man, let's keep it real. Man.
Guys,
Hungry
so
are finishing
shameless,
fourth.
bro.
They're finishing fourth. They're finishing fourth, man. They're finishing fourth. So no. Okay, so look, because see, there's been a lot of talk, and I've seen a lot of Kimmich Kante talk. So do you think there is a bit of pressure for Joshua Kimmich to ball out? Because let's keep it real. At the World Cup, I think he played right back. He got cooked in that Mexico game, and it was just a poor thing from Jenny. So is there a bit of pressure for Kimmich based off all the kind of hype and talk that he had that Kimmich has to have a serious quality international tournament?
Yeah, I don't think it's just Kimmich, man. I think a lot of players. I think a lot of.
You see,
wait. No. Abdul, let Abdul talk.
Yeah,
Abdul.
I think there's a lot of players in this tournament in Germany, in the Germany squad, in a lot of the squads also, especially in the English squad, that have to prove themselves because a lot of people are being, especially in Bayern, bro, especially the Bayern players, they're being called for system merchants. You know, they're only doing it in that Bayern squad. They wouldn't be able to cut it anywhere else, and they can't do it outside of Germany, the Bundesliga. So yes, he definitely has a point to prove because it hasn't been a great season for them.
I wanna. Okay, so I think I don't really want to read this, but unfortunately, I have to.
Is it undisputed?
Yeah. So how can I maybe try and skip this? But unfortunately, let me just see what this guy is saying. So, oh god, from the Undisputed, who is a bit awkward and strange. So forgive me for his strangeness. Thanks for the dub. He picked his nose and ate the boogie in 2010. He sniffed his balls in 2016. You can't spell balls. You spell balls with B, the @ sign, and LLLs, man. And they say I'm bad at English. Love always puts on a show for the cameras. What will he do at these Euros? Well, he didn't do anything in 2018, but just
Can
stand
you
there.
zoom in into my pick, my avatar?
Wait, like Yogi Love didn't do anything in 2018. Oh God. You see, my thing about it is that all I ask Yogi Love is that I don't think he scratched his balls. I just think that he tried to tuck in his shirt and so forth. But then why did he sniff your finger? That's just what I asked. Why is him sniffing his finger so quickly after he put his hands inside his trousers that just made it look really weird? But I just think that he put his hands inside his trousers, but then he then sniffed his finger, which was weird. All I'm saying is this: you love what you do in your privacy of your own home. That's your business. As long as you're not harming anyone but yourself, it's cool. All I say is, why didn't you step down in 2018? I was just seeing in the live chat, people saying in the live chat, if Flick was manager now, or he had taken over, or someone different had taken over, I would be very confident with Germany. So my lack of confidence of Germany is also similar with England, but to a lesser degree is that, yes, Yogi Löw did win a World Cup, but that was in 2014. And in 2018, to finish at the bottom of that group is freaking embarrassing, man. So, what's it called? Let me come over to Z-Man. Talk to me, man. Germany.
All right, yeah, man. You're saying that pressure is on Kimmich, but real pressure is on Verratti. Let's see what that boy can do. That's
Marco.
the real
His name is Marco.
No, Verratti.
Those are actually my dark horses.
Laco Ratti.
We're gonna see what he's capable of. Now, for me, I have listen. In my predictions, I put Germany fourth because this is a group where defense is going to be it's going to be emphasized, and I don't think they have the defensive structure to cope with the likes of Portugal, the likes of France, who understand this type of style of play compared to the Germans, in terms of not having necessarily the greatest quality when it comes to defense. And I think that's what's gonna determine whether or not they make it to fourth. And for me, Hungary as a team, they're gonna be all at defensive for these 3 games, because their whole point is we defend as a unit and we try to get as much points as we can to somehow end up in 3rd place. So for me, if we're talking strictly based on just what this group entails, the type of structure that's being played by the majority of the teams in the group, that's where France lacks. I mean, that's where Germany lacks. So for me, if anything, I see Germany ending up in 4th again this season. I mean, yeah, this Euro.
That's pretty deep. Who else wants to jump in on this whole Germany thing?
I'll jump on this.
Wilton, talk.
By the way, I don't think Werner is going to start. Werner is not a starter for Germany. The last time he started for Germany, like, obviously they lost to North Macedonia, but the last time he started it was in that 6-0 versus Spain. But he hasn't started. He came on as a sub against North Macedonia, and he missed the open goal. I don't think Lowe has any more confidence into this guy, especially after watching the Champions League. He's like, this guy.
See, my thing is that why would you even consider somebody who misses an open goal in your team? That's my thing.
Because they don't have any strikers. Who else would they have as number 9?
Wilson puts Krusty the Clown as striker. He'd do a better job than freaking Timo Werner. This guy, he's the ops. You're dealing with a spy. He's a double agent.
Maybe this might be the tournament where Werner balls out. I don't know. I've seen weird stuff in football, so it could be the tournament he balls out. Bro. But as for German, yes, I hate what they did to us in 20. I still get nightmares. But again, it's Germany. Germany, they have the DNA of winning. It's just to me, they're the 2nd greatest football nation, of all time, behind Brazil. Easily, it's not even close. Well, it's between them and Italy. But because when you are German, you're expected to make the World Cup final. Any international tournament, you expected to go to the Euro and win it. So, yes, I don't trust Lowe. I think he should have left after the 2014, especially what you've been building up to. You've been building up this project since 2006, and you won the World Cup in 2014, or even stepped down after the 2016 Euros, to be honest with you. But you went to the World Cup and got embarrassed. But to be fair, it happens to everybody. It's been happening to everybody since 1998. Whoever wins the World Cup, the next World Cup, they usually lose in the group stage, except for Brazil. It didn't happen to them, or surprisingly. But
Vilton, sorry to cut you short. That's why I'm waiting for this 2022 World Cup. There is no way France is continuing that tradition.
It's funny. They're the one that started the tradition too, by the way. They're the one that started it.
Yeah.
But Low, I don't trust him. But this is last tournament. I don't know if he's gonna just be a double agent and be like, you know what, F these guys. These guys, the media have been treating him badly in Germany. So it is his last tournament, but I don't see Germany finishing fourth. If they do, that's shocking. I'm not disrespecting Hungary, but of course it's international. Anything can happen. But Germany finishing fourth, like not even third, at least finish third above Hungary. But we might be. Where if Hungary finishes first?
No.
Yeah, but
the best Hungary are doing is
I
they're
think
finishing fourth. But
I think all three of them gonna qualify because the rule is there's gonna be 4 teams that finishes third that's gonna qualify. So
yeah,
I think they're gonna qualify.
most likely, because when you look at the other groups, they have to.
Maybe losing the quarterfinals. So, but I think they're good enough to qualify. If Werner starts, I'm not so sure about the chances, but if he, like I said, this could be the tournament where Timo Werner proved that he's the best striker in the world, bro. So you don't know, bro. The guy has a Champions League medal. He's scoring a CL semi. So
why is that funny, bro? Why is that funny?
No. Wilson, I'll ask what a guy who can't even point to the badge on his own jersey is a guy that I am not trusting.
It was the fireworks. The fireworks distraction.
I would not trust him with oxygen. I would not trust him to breathe out oxygen. Wait, do you breathe out oxygen or you breathe out? No, is that carbon dioxide? Wait, what do you breathe in?
Bro, you breathe.
You breathe in oxygen.
Yeah, you're a science brick, bro.
No.
Garbage.
It's bad.
Come on, never been teaching in primary school.
It's bad. This guy just knows the
No. It's always look, man, photosynthesis, because I always go because people just put CO2, H2O, and everything. I was like, okay, what's going on here and everything?
Photosynthesis is sunlight.
So basically, yeah, no, look, because of oxygen mask, you breathe in oxygen. You breathe in oxygen.
This is what happens when you wear shades inside school.
Mr. Barstone sat us down for 2 hours, talked about how depressed he was and how crap his life was, and forgot to actually teach us biology. You know, he actually, Mrs. Ingle was good. Shout out to Mrs. Ingle, but then she also suffered from mental issues as well. So it is what it is. I didn't have great science to teach us.
Did you say you took science or you didn't?
No, are you sick? No, I had to take science. It was mandatory. I don't know. You think I would choose to sit down for 2 hours and learn about Bunsen burners and photosynthesis? Are you sick in the head?
No, we're in different areas.
What the heck? Choose science. Oh, get the heck. Oh wow! So you could actually have a choice. No, it was forced upon us, man. It's messed up. Who else wants to talk about Germany? Germany.
Can I talk?
Here's it, man. You can. This is a free world, man. Allegedly.
Thank you. Germany. I think the good thing about Germany national team that they don't have anything under pressure. A lot of German people think the Germany are going to continue to struggle. They wouldn't be even surprised if they go out. You know, this is basically Joki's last dance. So they got nothing to lose. All they have to you basically just make the most of what they have, you know. Or one of the reasons why Germany lost is because Kimmich wasn't playing.
Shane, relax. Shane, relax. Like just hold up, just chill right there.
Is he laughing?
Chill right there.
Something like that.
No. Here's it. Continue.
Oh yeah,
that's messed up.
Okay, I know. Despite that, one of the reasons why they got battered by Spain or maybe baptized is because Kimmich wasn't playing at that time. So it was. So when he plays, they've got no pressure. All they have to do is just put everything effort, and that's all they have got asking for. Yogi just makes. I also got one message for Yogi Love. Just don't touch anything or smell your fingers. Yeah, exactly. Just don't smell anything at all. About Germany, I think Kimmich will be very important. Cruz could be important. I think he's definitely going to be important. Gnabry is going to be important.
No, but you know what? What's the key thing? I think I've just seen it in the live chat. Live chat is popping off, and live chat getting pissed off. Nobody's mentioning Havertz. No one has mentioned.
I was going to come to
I was
that.
gonna mention Havertz though. I was going to mention about him, he's probably going to start. Muller is so important, he always creates spaces in others, not for himself, for the whole team. That's why it's called Raumdeuter for a reason. It's a German word for space instigator. So he always looks like he's very clever at looking at spaces. So one of the problem I have with the Germany national team, whenever they face against Portugal, Hungary, or France within group, which they have, is that they're going to dominate possession. And when they dominate possession, they're going to be vulnerable to counter-attack, like against France or Hungary. Even Portugal could hurt them, even though they don't have any pace. We saw that what happened in the World Cup 2018. So if they're going to have a lot on the board, they have to use it efficiently. Otherwise, they could get caught out, and they have to rely on Emmanuel Neuer's world-class saves and Rudiger coming up trumps. That's all they have to do.
Okay. What's it called? Gatlock, talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Bros, the only way I can see Germany doing anything, they play 3-5, 3-4-3. Although the thing is, I don't even know who they sacrifice. Either they play Kimmich, right wing back or something.
3-5-2.
That's the only way I can see them doing anything in this game. But the thing is, I don't know who to because the only way to fit everybody in is if you play 4-2-3-1. But I can't trust this HH.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why people coined this whole Bundesliga attacks is because of their defense. Their defense is really open, except for Rudiger. Many of these guys do play in the Bundesliga, and some guy named Robin Koch, or so whatever his name is. So yeah, man, like these guys are open, and I don't even know why they brought Hummels back. I understand why you brought Müller back. I don't understand why you brought Hummels back because the guy is kind of a brick in defending. I mean, lately, man, he's a tortoise, man. Like that guy is slow. So it depends, man. They play back three with if you play Rudiger and Hummels as a back two, that's not going to work. You're finished because that Robin Goose, Golden Goose guy, Robin, whatever his name is, from Atalanta, as left back, Gushan, I think that's his name.
He's all right.
Yeah, he's good, but he's more of a left wing, but he reminds me of like a Marcelo. If I want to take Atalanta, I don't know if they play. I don't think they play back for the back three they play. So he's better going forward. I don't know how good he is defensively. So it's like I'm very eager to see these guys line up. I don't really look at their friendlies because it's friendlies, man. Okay. The way they play against all these things will be different from the way they play against France and the rest. So I think if they want to keep their defense good, it has to be a back three of almost Rudiger and whoever they pick. Because if they play back to, I don't, especially with the Germany play, them running back. Can you imagine Hummels running back to defend the counter attack from Mbappe?
He can't do the counter attack. But will they have to run this? It's about being smart. They just have to be smart, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's they have to. But you see, the thing is, they have to play back to because they play back to who is the Kante there that will be the holding midfielder that will help them in the back two. Because one of the good things about playing like a 4-3-3, like Real Madrid strip pitch, they had Casemiro coming in to help Ramos and Varane. For Chelsea, you have Kante coming, although you guys play back three, but still. Like France, you have a Kante coming in to help. So if you play back four, you need a holding midfielder. See what happened to Pep in the final just lately when he played it back four with no holding midfielder. Diaz and Stones, who have looked very good all season, looked trash. So if you're going to play back four, you need a holding midfielder. But if you don't have a holding midfielder, you need a back three. And I think that's the only thing that will suit this German system. The only issue is if you play back three, you need a midfield with the amount of midfielders there. I don't know who they put in there. I don't know how Kroos is in the midfield too. Will it be Kimmich and Kroos? How about Gundogan? He won't start. Goretzka is also there.
It's going to be two. I think it's going to be Kimmich and either Kroos or Gundogan. But Kroos Kimmich is
But
definitely
does
going to be a
Cruz
third
still
starter.
have? Yeah, but does Cruz still have enough energy? Because you need a lot of energy in that midfield. And Kimmich and Goretzka are used to playing with each other. Gundogan is very good.
You
And
have to. If it was me, I would have it with Kimmich and Gundogan. I think he's going to go with Kimmich and Kroos because I just think that he has loyalty to Kroos. But really, I think that's because Gundogan was not part of that botch job in the World Cups. I think him and Kimmich in that main midfield, I think, would work. So,
Goretzka will also play when he's fully fit, probably.
but he's an attacking midfielder, though. That's the thing. He's not really in the central midfield role.
hold on, can you click on Shane Schubert's 3-4-3
Where's his 3-4-3?
at the top? Yeah, that. This looks okay, but Havertz, Muller, and Gnabry, it depends on where the pace is going to come from, man. I know Gnabry has pace, Havertz is decent, but well, this looks okay. But this is like I keep saying, I don't know if I trust Muller in the Euros based on his record, but this looks okay. But I would play Kimmich more than Klosterman in the right wing back, because he's not going to have much defending to do if he's in the right wing back. But and maybe Goretzka and Kroos in midfield, that could work. So look, I'm going to be very eager to see how they play against France. That's because France is going to be their biggest ever test, and oh boy, if we have another Spain-Germany issue with France, they might as well might as well just have his last ball sniff and just walk out, because he should not coach the remaining 2 games. Like Hansi Flick should just come in for the remaining 2 games, because if France batter this guy, it's going to be bad. But the good news about Germany is the fact that nobody is looking at them is a good thing, because it's like in the World Cup 2018, you are the holders, and you finished in the semis in the Euros, and you just won the Confederations Cup the last year with no starting, like with all kids basically, and you played teams from countries from the Confederations Cup where like they were playing their main team and you played your kids. So it's like, and they still want to continue to kind of.
So basically, how far are they going to go? Tell me, how far Germany going to go in your view?
I see quarters max, honestly. I think they can come third, and I don't know who third will play, but I think they can come third, and maybe if they're lucky in the round of 16, get to the quarters. But after quarters, I don't know, man, because the thing is, nobody's looking at them. But because let's say it was Hansi Flick now, or any new manager that came in, and we still don't know what that manager is trying to do, the mystery will make it exciting. But because we know Joachim Löw, we know ball sniffer, and I don't know, we don't trust this guy. I don't expect them doing anything, but I think quarters max.
Okay.
If they do the same, that's a good thing. But quarters max.
So wait, who else wants to come into this whole Germany thing before we go to our final team? Anyone wants to give a quick thing on Germany?
Can I say one thing?
Go for it.
To everyone else there, who do you think is probably needs a big performance? Because I feel like someone like a Leroy Sané needs to turn up, because when I saw him in the Champions League, he didn't really perform in that game against PSG. So I think it's like he needs a big Euros to.
For me, I think Sané and Werner are 2 guys that need to prove themselves, because for Sané,
do you think he's going to start?
Who?
Werner.
Yes, he's going to start Werner. I think he will still keep faith with him. And if he flops, basically, his test is going to be in that game against France. And I think if he flops or plays badly, then he'll drop him for the next game. Because you see, Jogi Löw knows that, look, this is officially my last tournament, so I'm not going to just be blindly loyal. So I'm going to just pick guys who I know are going to do well. So I think he's going to say, Werner, I'm going to give you one last chance. If you really flop in this opening game, I'm just going to go with either Volland or I'll just go with Gnabry as striker. So Werner is under pressure to perform, because yes, you are technically a UCL winner, You tried it. It tried a lot of hard for them not to win the UCL, and also Sane. Yeah, I mean he's had an up and down season for Bayern, which is why I say that don't sleep on Musiala being put into one of those flanks, because if Sane doesn't ball or so forth, he may say, "Look, this kid is fearless, has nothing to lose, playing without pressure. Musiala, go in there, kid, do something for me." And I think it is so useful to have a Musiala in there because he's like a wild card. It's similar to England and Bukayo Saka, where you just have this young kid, or even Sweden with him, Isaac. Just those young guys are such wild cards that they can come in and just sort of just do something that is unexpected, like what Rooney did at those Euros, or what Owen did in the 90s World Cup. Is those youngsters or those wild cards, man.
Richard,
Yeah.
who do you think had more effects in their Champions League winning team, Vasquez or Werner?
Vasquez.
Wait. Also, Serge Gnabry needs to show up because after the season he said you can need more.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, so guys, let's look to our last team, man. Final team here, man. And now this is a team that has got a lot of disrespect. A lot of disrespect. And this, of course, is Spain. Spain. No Real Madrid players. There's no Ramos. Morata continues to miss 1v1s. Morata still does not know what the offside rule is. He's been taught it, but he just does not want to listen. And many people think that Luis Enrique is going to break this up. But we saw what they did against Germany. We see them against Portugal. I've said, yes, friendlies are overrated. I think that this isn't the golden generation of Iniesta, of Xavi, and all these super talented guys. So, because it's not those dudes and so forth, there is only so much you can expect from these guys. Like, arguably, their best player might be Thiago Alcantara, whereas Moreno could be a guy that could come in and just do some stuff. So let me come first to your boy Puya, man. Are we sleeping on Spain, or should we be asleep on Spain? Puya.
I think people are sleeping on Spain. I think undoubtedly they're gonna get out of their group first place. I don't really see anyone in that group challenging them. But when you look at their squad, the only worry for me is the front line, because arguably, in my opinion, the most talented guy in the front line is probably a guy like Pedri, but he's 18 and he's never played an international tournament. And like you mentioned, Morata, the amount of chances this guy misses, and in international tournaments, one of the key things is to not miss your chances. And this guy is his specialty is missing chances. So in the front line, I'm worried about them. In midfield, it's like a classic Spanish midfield. You have your players like Thiago Alcantara, you have Rodri, you have young guys like Olmo too, and Llorente. Dynamic. There's also that Spanish flair there. Maybe not like how it used to be. Everyone always talks about, oh, Spain isn't like how they used to be. There isn't no Xavi, Iniesta. Yeah, obviously, but there's still that they still have that identity part of them. They still have that tiki-taka identity. And in the back, I think they're pretty strong at the back. They have that Pau Torres kid. I never watched him before, but when I watched him in that Europa League final, he was really impressive. For me, he was really impressive. He was really good, yeah. You have Azpilicueta, who's had a renaissance under Tuchel. He's going to come, and I think he's going to be a key leader for the Spanish team. And you have Laporte now, who I never saw this coming. If you asked me like 6 months ago, this guy will be playing for Spain, I didn't see it coming. So their back line is strong. Their midfield can compete with the likes of Germany, France. Like if they go up against them, they can compete with those teams in midfield. They won't be overrun. And then it's just the offense for me. The offense is just, you have guys like Morata who miss all their chances, and I don't know. Yeah.
What about do you think Moreno can surprise people? He's not really a big name. He's not a household name or so forth. But do you think he can come in and someone just say, "Hey, man, look, man"? Because what if Morata breaks it? He goes to Moreno. Moreno somehow becomes a surprise hit. Do you think Moreno could maybe be even like a surprise top scorer at these Euros?
That's what I was kind of going to get to. Like, I feel like Morata will brick it, say in like the opening game, he'll most likely go with him. I think we'll see Gerard Moreno become the guy they look to after like the first game at the Euros. I think we'll see him transform into the guy they're trying to get the ball into the box, the guy that they want to aim for. And yeah, people don't talk about him, which is expected. He plays for Villarreal, and you know how many people were able to name Villarreal players before that final in the Europa League? Like not many. Like they finished like what 7th in La Liga. So like obviously players like him go under the radar. But when I've seen him play, he's a better finisher. He's a better finisher. He's a better finisher than Morata. He doesn't miss chances constantly, multiple times in a game. So we might not even see Morata start in this tournament. I think Luis Enrique will realize, like, no, who cares what Morata has done early in his career? Anything, start with Gerard Moreno. And then I guess something I didn't talk about is the goalkeepers. That's also like, I don't know what's going on there. Is De Gea going to start? I don't know. That guy's
just don't go to penalties and you're good.
Yeah, don't go to penalties and you're good. But yeah, I think this Spain team is actually going to, it's being slept on. I think they get like semis.
Semis, wow. Okay.
Hey, can I go quick?
Yeah. Go for it, Wilson. Come on, go for it.
I'm actually pretty bummed out that he didn't call Nacho. At least Nacho had a very good season for Real Madrid. I don't know why he didn't call Nacho. He called Eric Garcia, a guy that barely started for City. He doesn't even start for City.
But I think he gets that he's already got Aspilicueta, who is the multiple position guy. So, but for me, Nacho.
Yeah, but Nacho can play all the three positions, right back,
very well,
right back,
though.
and center back. Yeah, very well. Yeah. He's very versatile.
Strange.
You could even put him in midfield. I think he would probably do a good job there. But as for Spain, they're definitely one of the dark horses. I know people saying, "Oh, no Ramos, no Nacho," and stuff like that. They might. I don't think they're gonna win it, but I'm pretty. They're good enough to get out the group because their group is not as strong compared to everybody else's. I think Spain gets to the quarters. I don't. If they do finish first, who do they go against in the round of 16? Do any of you guys know?
I need to check. I don't even know how the.
But I'm pretty sure the Spain team is good enough to get to the quarter, especially what they did to Germany in the Nation League in November. And Morata, this guy, the chance. I know it was a friendly, but you gotta score that, bro. Like literally, Patricio made it so easy too because he moved out the way. It was literally an open. Yes, he hit the crossbar.
They played third place of A or B.
Okay.
If they top the group E.
Okay, so you gotta score that. And I'm happy Marco Asensio trashed something they call up because it's just privilege FC with this kid. You think because he plays for Real Madrid, he should no. I'm happy Richard didn't call him. That I'm happy about. But Gerard Moreno has to start. I think this guy had like 30 goals, like just counting the Europa League. I'm pretty sure he scored in every single. I don't remember exactly, but I know he has 30 goals this season, like 15, 10 assists, something like that. So I would start him personally over Morata because Morata is trash. Let's keep it real. The guy he just a super sub. He's always been better as a super sub, in my opinion. So yeah, I think Spain are good enough to get to the quarters. I don't think they're gonna win it, but don't sleep on Spain because they know how to win it. They won it before. I know it's not the same generation, obviously, but Spain is still one of the key dark horses. And this is my pick to win the entire tournament is Italy, bro. I think Italy's gonna win it, bro.
Oh, no, because we'll do Italy tomorrow. We'll do Italy tomorrow. YSK, talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Spain is. I think Spain can do something, you know.
As much as Spain can do something, man. Because I've just seen their path. Like if they top their group,
I was just looking at that.
They first third place of the ABC or the D, so you would argue that they can the quarters. And once in the quarters, who knows? So,
but I watched that. I watched the Spain-Portugal friendly, and you want to talk Timo Werner, bro? I'm sorry, but at least Werner knows how to shoot.
No, but what's it called? I think it was Sergio who asked on the Friday Q&A that World Cup final 1v1. Who would you trust to score 1v1 in the World Cup final, Morata or Werner? You know that's a tough question.
Actually, it's not that tough. It depends on the 1v1. If the 1v1 is a header, it's Morata.
No. 1v1. Just no. You can't have a header as a 1v1. It's you with the ball bearing down on goal. That's a 1v1. You against the keeper bearing down on goal. I have no idea. If I had to choose, I'd say Morata.
Yeah, I see Morata because you can just chip the ball to your head and put it into the net. That's the only way.
That speaks
I
volumes.
trust
Of
him on the streets, man.
I feel so sorry for Timo, man. Anyways,
I don't.
Of course you don't. You're a hater. Morata, the amount of he could have had more than a hat trick in that game. He could have had more than a hat trick in that game, and I think Wilton said he should have finished that chance off, the 1v1 that he had, because Patricio literally moved out the way for him to score, and the dude somehow hit the crossbar. So I don't know how he managed that. But Gerard Moreno, I don't like to speak of the dude's name because he was involved in a certain Europa League one. But
No, keep talking.
He was involved in a certain Europa League final that shall not be mentioned. And Pedri, I think, regardless of his age, he's a very composed player, Pedri. And in that,
he's decent.
He has a nice technique about him. He's not no. I'm not hyping him up, but I think he can do a job in that going forward for Spain. And their defense is solid. I think these dudes can do it. De Gea's, as long as it's not a penalty shootout, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. I mean, I love De Gea, but the guy
De Gea's not starting, bro.
Can I go next?
Who's gonna start?
Unai Simon.
Yeah.
He won't start ahead of De Gea.
Okay, wait. What's it called? Yeah, Zima, talk to me, and then I'll come to Abdullah. Zima, talk to me. Spain.
Okay, when I break down Spain, there's two tactical formations I think they can do, because we don't necessarily talk about how flexible this team is as much. If you look at it from a tactical position, they could play with a 4-3-3 when it comes to just a midfield trio. When it comes to facing up against a team that's more defensive minded, that's where Jordi Alba is going to shine. That's where Sergio Busquets is going to have more space when it's more expansive. Now, when it comes to facing up against a team that's more heavily defensive, which is probably going to be in the latter stage of the Euros, that's where I think they could probably play with a double pivot, because the options they have is incredible. They have the likes of Sergio Busquets, Koke, Llorente. Now for me, I believe
Busquets
Llorente,
is finished, by the way.
No. As in terms of options,
yes,
in a double pivot,
he's finished.
Yeah. No, bro. chill, relax, easy. All right. For me, it's Koke and Llorente, and I would actually put Azpilicueta as the right back. That gives you more defensive coverage, and I would say Gaia is more defensively reliable than your Jordi Alba. Now, in terms of offensive positions, I think that they have so much options. In terms of Pedri, Oyarzabal could play as an attacking mid. You have these different players that could connect the ball, and in terms of directness, I would say that a trio that starts of Torres, Moreno, and Oyarzabal, who could play multiple positions and who could occupy multiple spaces in order to create more spaces for his offensive, attacking mid positions. And you have the transition of play, which Pedri can do, and the fact that this guy is 2-footed and can pass with both feet, and the fact that he's been in a system where he's being asked to play more of a progressive, to play more in an advanced role. I think that could be, vital against, a team that's more, a team that's more defensively solid, like a Porto, like a France in general. So for me, again, I would take Nacho. Nacho has flexibility in terms of who to choose based on who's not performing up to standards when it comes to defensive standpoint. But I believe that, they have flexibility in terms of midfield choices and offensive play. For me, Morata doesn't start because what Moreno has that Morata doesn't have is that clinical edge. And the fact that this guy is his ability to, he might not be the most technically gifted player, but he could hold up the ball. That's what he can do. He could bring other players in. And that's what you need when you have such a technically gifted side when it comes to offensive play. So for me, I think this team is a dark horse. I think this team could reach the semifinals or the quarterfinals based on, positional change.
Interesting. So who else feels Spain could maybe even reach the semis or the final, or are we just giving these guys too much hope? Or could Spain be that surprise team?
Yeah,
Can I share my thoughts on that? Depends on the quarters, man.
Okay, wait, so what's it called? Munsal, talk to me, Munsal.
Yeah, bro. With regards to this team, man, like, don't get fooled by the qualification round of this team. And when I say that, don't get fooled. It's like this team is very young, okay? And especially if you see the back line of Pau Torres is a very young player. I don't think he have experience, but he's great, by the way. Don't get me wrong. Unai Simon should definitely start ahead of De Gea. There's no doubt. Unai Simon has been phenomenal for Spain and for Atletico Bilbao. With regards to this team, right? I mean, there is one problem with this team, bro.
Okay, we're coming there. Let's go.
Yeah, and the problem is they don't have a clinical edge of goal scorer. People talk about Moreno. Yes, Moreno is a clinical edge, but who do you have other than Moreno? You have Oyarzabal, who's not known as for his goal scoring. You have Ferran Torres, who's pretty decent. He's young as well. So for me, man, this team struggles against the low block opposition in terms of scoring goals. And this has been the problem for Spain from how many years? Since 2014, I guess. Like they pretty much struggle to score goals against deep block opposition. And the similar situation is with this team. This team create ton of chances, and they can defend really well, but they cannot score goals for me. Like that's why I see the biggest issue with this team. So for me, man, how far this team can go, it totally depends upon the draw. Okay, and if they finish first in the group, I think so around the 16 max for this team. So for me, I think like we have to be honest. I think there are better teams than Spain in terms of scoring goals and defend better.
No, but why not? If they finish top of their group, they face the third best team in Group A, B, C, or D. So surely
Is that true?
they should. Yeah, I just looked. Like if they finish top of their group, they face a third place team in the round of 16. If they top their group,
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know how you do that thingy with the group thing, because I remember in 2016.
Okay, so I'm looking at the right eyes here. So Spain are in group. Spain are in Group E. So winner of Group E plays the third in Group A, B, C, D.
Or D, yeah.
Okay, so they're going to play winner, right?
No.
Third place.
If Spain win their group, they face whoever comes third in Group A, B, C, or D.
Okay, that's nice. Then this team can go, because what I see is that if this team finish second, then in that case, which I don't see, because Spain is a group merchant now. When it comes to winning the group, Spain are the best in terms of winning the group. So
also we could potentially have a Spain-England quarter or a Spain-Portugal or Germany quarter, because if Spain win that round of 16 game, they will play the winner of Group D and runner-up of Group F.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I think that's where the goes.
No, I like it's so interesting, to be honest. But like if I know I'm going a bit off topic, but this is a really important point to say that if you see England, the thing is, what England have goal scorer.
We'll get there, don't we? Because we'll do a thing that's. But my thing is with Spain though is that do you think he's going to start Morata or he's going to start Moreno?
Bro, I don't think so. He trusts Moreno, man. What I've seen, bro, like the team he put in against Portugal, I think that was the starting 11 he will put now. Most probably that's the starting. Might be he just switch here and there with the guy, man, Llorente. Like, instead of Llorente, he might play Azpilicueta as a right back. That's the only thing I see. But other than that, bro, for me, this team is very talented, lack goal scoring, and that might haunt them, bro, in quarterfinals, bro. So I see this team doing good, but not the way that people are expecting. I don't think Spain are dark horses. Spain are pretty predictable team how they play, but I like it, man. Like, I don't see it reaching semis or final. It's happening for Spain. Yeah.
So who else wants to comment on this whole Spain talk, man? Gatlock, talk to me,
bro.
By the way, shoot out to Infinity Stones. I forgot to that, bro. So yeah.
For fuck's sake, man.
Did you say shootout or shout out?
It's not your native language.
Bro,
So
it
doesn't matter.
You know what's funny? This bomb bro, this DME shootout. So I just said.
So he just repeated his bricker grammar. Interesting. All right, Gatlock, talk to me.
Who's going to be their defensive partnership?
Pau Torres and Laporte.
And Pau Torres.
Okay, how good are they? Because I know Laporte is decent, although he hasn't played that much for City this season. If I'm not mistaken.
Pau Torres was one of the best players in that Europa League final, and he's been very solid for Villarreal. So he was solid in that, keeping out Arsenal, solid for keeping out Man United. So the issue is that they've never played together as a defensive pair. So,
Yeah, look, well, with Aspilicueta right back, I think Gaia should be left back. Or I think Marcos Llorente was right back when they played. Who they play? Portugal, right? The good news about Spain is that I don't think they're going to face anybody that's going to attack them until maybe, unless they play like a Spain or Portugal. Depends on who comes second in. Unless they play England. I don't know if England will, it depends on Gareth Southgate's what he wants to do. But yeah, man, Spain are looking high, man. They look good. I don't want people to put too much emphasis on that 6-0 they gave Germany. I'm pretty sure I2 in 2018 they gave Argentina 6-1 and they went out to Russia. So I mean, I don't like putting too much emphasis on all those.
It's harsh, man. Gatlock, man. You're too harsh.
No. I was rooting for Spain in that World Cup, and they went out to Russia.
Okay, so but
bro, blame PK, man. Blame PK, bro.
So wait, how far do you think they can go though? Spain? How far do you think Spain can go though?
It's just because I'm not completely sure about their part, but because they are facing in quarterfinals, they could face, if they top this group, I think people are sleeping on Sweden and Poland, but if they top this group, which they should, I think that what do they call it? I think they could go out to either maybe whoever tops the group.
I did Infinity.
Gatlock, just keep talking. Gatlock, just keep talking.
A big shootout.
This place is a mess, man. Just keep talking, man.
Group D, Group F.
Fuck you, Infinity, man. Get out, bro. Hey, Infinity, bro. Your Jadon Sancho's coming, bro. It's coming back home, bro.
What's that?
I thought Infinity was a Bayern fan.
Monta, you just hit me with like three bros. You just had three separate sentences that didn't have to have bro at the end, and you just shoved bro at the end of three sentences. That's amazing.
Bro, that's amazing. Bro, 3 times more. Bro, 6 now. Bro, I love to spread love, man. Not hate like you, hatred, bro. You're a hater, bro.
I counted 6, bro.
Actually, it's 9.
Gatlock, can you just keep talking, please?
How far can Spain reach? Maybe quarterfinal, semis. I don't really see anybody really challenging them, except if, like I said, my dark horses are Italy.
Let's
Gatlock land.
Okay, go ahead. My bad, Gatlock.
So maybe semis or quarters, but I can see them, like, it depends on whoever they get in quarters or the semis. Semis or quarters, I don't see them reaching the final, because if they get to the semis, my bet is they will either face Belgium or Italy. I think Belgium are in Group B. Who's in Group C? Netherlands. Okay, so I think it's going to be probably Italy in semis, and maybe England or Portugal, France, or Germany in the quarters.
Okay, wait. Let me ask this: who is Spain's best player?
No one.
Ferran Torres for me.
I mean, they got a lot of quality up front.
I mean, Fati is a big miss.
Huge miss.
If you're going based on experience, then I say Busquets.
No. Just who is the best player? Who is the star player? Who's like, this is our best player? Who is the best player in this team?
Pedri.
Bro, he
Pedri
knows
is better
that,
than
bro.
Thiago Alcantara.
Pedri is young, bro. He's a young upcoming star. I don't think people are going
No,
into
but
it thinking that he's gonna start.
No, but he's the most talented in that squad.
Yeah, he
No,
is. But he's still
but
young.
he should start for that, right? Like he's saying, like if you're best player, then we should start for the team. So
Oh yeah.
I feel
I can
if
see Pedri
Torres
starting.
plays to
I
his
can definitely
best,
see
he
that.
could be their best
you
player.
know what, honestly, I'll see Morata, man. Morata's the face of Spain, bro.
Morata?
Thiago Alcantara.
No, wait. He didn't say the best place. He said the face of Spain.
How do you go from Torres, David Villa, Raul to Morata, a guy that doesn't know the offside rule? That's deep. That's a fault, man.
You know what hatred? There's a hatred. There is one second. Gatlock. One second. Hatred. There is a famous saying. You know what?
What?
Hatred. I'll tell you. Sun will set on every empire. So sunset on the British Empire, sunset on the Spanish Empire now.
So when is the sun setting on the American Empire? Because the Chinese Empire is about to take over, So what's it called? There's a bat. So,
I'm confused. I'm confused.
Yeah, wow.
On the Spanish Empire in 2014.
This guy really said this.
Bro, hatred, bro. Your history is
I read something on Instagram that these guys were experimenting in a lab, man. That's what I'm saying.
So let me get this straight.
You got that Trump vibes, bro. You got that Trump vibes.
I told you, there's a football brick academy, then there's the international brick academy just offsites from Siberia. If I find out that some guys in China were just playing an experimentation game, and it's the reason why the whole world was shut down, someone's going to get got. Someone's going to get, because that's messed up.
They have to sue.
It's what sue. Let me not say what I think should happen. Sue,
bro.
Sue.
You really said
Christina,
sue.
Sue.
You've just shut down. You've just shut down the entire world. You just disrupted football and so forth. And you want me to sue? Take you to court with a suit and tie?
Yeah.
Hatred. I have a really interesting question for you, bro.
Really?
Please, man. Hatred, I have a really interesting question for you. Wait, ask it, please. Hatred, who's your favorite president of all time, bro? George Bush, Trump, or Saddam Hussein, bro?
How do we get to this?
Mother Teresa.
Oh my God.
Bro, you know hatred. You represent George Bush a lot, man. You like George Bush of football, bro. Yeah, I'm not kidding.
No. George Bush doesn't have a brain. Well, okay, let me not read. But George Bush wasn't the brightest person in the world. That's what I'm saying. No. But all I'm saying is that look, guys. Look.
Bush Jr.
Wait. I have to answer because I actually have to wake
up
early.
Bro, you know what? Can you bring Hakim's comment, bro? He said Hussein by far, bro. Okay,
Abdullahi, speak, man. Speak, talk.
Man, Abdullahi, man.
For the national team, for the national and Spanish national team, the problem is if Luis Enrique, if it's gonna be trusting Alvaro Morata in this Euro, they should just forfeit this match and just get the hell out of it. Just forfeit it and go. Alvaro Morata is like Timo Werner. They don't even know offside goals at all.
Who is what, Werner or Morata?
I would say Morata because Morata is like,
get out.
Are you serious?
Let him land.
Who has more Champions Leagues?
Let him talk, man.
Against Barcelona with an offside goal, 3 goals against Barcelona with an offside goal.
The team won scored in Champions League final. Morata scored in
the Champions League.
Wait, hold on, guys, hold on. Abdullahi, for somebody who respects heading so much, I'm surprised that you're not putting Morata ahead of Werner.
I'm talking about offside goal because at least Timo Werner, we know Timo Werner has space. He can still offer something pace. Alvaro Morata doesn't offer anything done. Just an offside goal.
Alvaro Morata has at least had a good spell in Chelsea for half a season. What has your boy Timo Werner done?
But he has won
the Champions League.
Chelsea.
No, he hasn't done enough yet, bro.
He's won a Champions League and a goal in the semi-final.
Wazke, but Morata scored in Champions League final as well. That Timo won.
Not for Chelsea.
For Chelsea.
Scored though.
So for me, I think for me they have a very good squad. My problem with the Spain national team is the manager. Who does it trust in the front? Does it go with Ferran Torres or Gerard Moreno, or does this trust Alvaro Morata being the number 9 going forward? That's what the problem is. Because if it was, I was their friendly match against Portugal. If you are trusting Alvaro Morata to be your number 9, and Morata is missing those clear chances, I'm not going to be surprised if they finish 4th in the table.
4th.
Yes. If Morata is missing those chances,
even if he missed those
wait,
chances,
Abdullahi, have you seen the table? Who's in their group?
He's searching in Google.
Poland, Slovakia, and Sweden.
HH, can I speak on Spain after Abdullahi?
Poland, Slovakia, and Sweden.
They finished fourth.
HH, let me speak on
No
on
way,
Spain.
bro. They're qualifying.
Interrupt Abdullahi, bro. Interrupt Abdullahi, man. Go ahead.
Finish your point.
As long as, for me, I would love to see Gerard Moreno or maybe Ferran Torres to play. I'm intrigued to see somebody in which people are not talking about is Adama Traore. It's very fast and strong in the right winger. Maybe they could play Ferran Torres as a number 9. Adama Traore has space and he can run is a very fast player. So it could change something and just play about Adama as a right wing or maybe somebody as a left wing.
Abdullahi, they've banned Twitter in your country.
I don't care. You know already this one that country from
Abdullahi, use VPN, bro. Abdullahi, use VPN, bro.
No. He's in Chicago. He's not in Nigeria.
Chicago.
He's in Chicago. I'm about just saying that I want him to know about his country that they've banned.
You're talking about me. Where are you from? Are you from Siberia or from India? Where are you from?
They've banned Twitter from your country. I just want to inform you. So we want to make sure that our good friends.
This one Nigerians in childhood.
You're meant to say our country.
Didn't Abdullahi said he would never go back to his country?
You haven't disowned anything. This is a lie. I ignore it. She still loves it.
Abdullahi,
you're not a US citizen.
I'm a citizen.
No, hold on. Abdullahi, how can you be a US citizen and you don't have an American accent? You are still fully Nigerian. You've been in America for over 10 years and you still sound 100% Nigerian. Don't disown where you're truly from. You're not American, you are Nigerian.
My accent doesn't. I don't care about the accent.
Hello, my name is
I don't need to start swinging my tongue as I'm speaking like an American. I don't care about that.
Okay, no. No, but look, for me, who I've been living in, say, hello, my name is Hathab. Hello, Queen Lizzie.
H. Why disrespecting us immigrants? Why disrespecting us immigrants?
No. My thing is this: is that you can't disown a country who just are now promoting VPNs and have shut down Twitter. That's what I'm saying. So, Jamal, talk to me, Jamal. Spain, what are you saying about Spain? Everyone is insulting Morata, calling Morata a loser.
Germany and France, please.
Wait. We'll get there. Jamal, talk to me, Jamal. Spain.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna defend Morata. I is gonna call him trash. He's a trash striker, man. But yeah, I'm with Abdullahi. You see, Spain right now, they're all similar. Spain are very technical players, but I'm with Abdullahi, man. Who knows? Maybe Adama Traore could do something, man. Because I was listening to you guys and no one has mentioned him. Maybe this guy, I don't know.
For good reason.
Have a very up and down season for Wolves. But who knows, man? When this guy gets going, he's fast, man. He's fast and rapid. So and
also Jamal, he also bleaches as well. So I don't know what happened.
Easy.
Actually, you know what's funny?
He's light skinned and it's not actually naturally light skinned.
Jamal, you know what's funny? How the hell this Pablo Sarabia guy starting over Traore? Bro, did you watch that game?
He offers something different.
Okay, guys.
I mean, what different he offers?
Why are you guys so hung up on a friendly? Okay, he started against Portugal in a friendly. Let's see how he starts against Sweden in the first game of the Euros.
Okay,
then we can criticize him.
Wait. Let me say the job. So from your boy Hakeem, who says, and this is a precursor for tomorrow. Thank you for the job. He says, watch out, Italy. Italy are unbeaten for 30 games, and we're going to be doing them tomorrow, guys. I have to wake up early tomorrow morning, man. I've got to wake up tomorrow morning.
Belgium?
So no, it's tomorrow. We're doing England, Belgium, Italy. Netherlands is tomorrow.
One last thing before you.
One last thing. Yes.
Bro, YouTube recommendations done you dirty, bro.
Haaland just comes across to me as just an average, basic player who doesn't really have the kind of technical proficiency that you would want from a different player. And also, this was a question about position. When you look at a Tammy Abraham, a Rashford, you could already say that no, these guys are technically gifted players. Obviously, the bit raw, it's getting people that are technically gifted. There's nothing all right, okay, so
wait, I haven't spoken
Haaland, right?
anything. I can talk.
Are you saying that? Bro,
It's for Haaland.
what are you saying about Erling Haaland, man?
I'm confused. Who's
guys,
for?
we will
I
continue
didn't
this tomorrow.
talk.
We'll continue
I
this
didn't
tomorrow.
talk about
I
spinning.
know.
I didn't talk about.
We'll continue tomorrow. We'll continue tomorrow.
After
All right.
this,
I have to sleep. I have to sleep. I have to sleep. Guys.
Hatred, bro. You there?
Yeah, man. I'm still here, bro.
Hatred, bro. What's your plan, bro, for this weekend, bro?
This weekend, man. Like, bro, I am like super tired, man. But my thing is that I'm gonna watch a film because basically I just finished watching The Shield. Amazing TV show. Like, it's like a TV show like on Amazon Prime. So what I'm going to do, because basically, you know Sainsbury's, you know what it is? That you know whenever you go to Sainsbury's and then like the labels turn red because something is on sale. I always wait until they have like the Ben and Jerry's ice cream on sale. And I rush, I just buy one. So they had like the Ben and Jerry's like cookie dough on sale. I was like, yes, because normally it's like £4.50, but it was like bright red. It's like £3. I was like, my gosh, yes. So I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna watch a film. So I'm gonna think of either watch a film or like a TV show thing, and then just eat some ice cream, man. You know, and just chill out. Why? What about you? What's your weekend plan?
Oh, bro, my weekend plan is work, man. Extra hours, man.
Oh, wait, why? What's your job? Why? What do you do?
Bro, actually, we are still alive, HH. Do you know
I
that?
know.
Oh, do you want to talk? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, like by profession, I'm a mechanical engineer, bro. So,
oh,
yeah.
So you're super smart. So basically, you know, like quantum physics and all that kind of deep stuff.
Kind of. So right now, I'm working in a petroleum industry right now. So yeah, man.
Wow. Wait. What's the pay like? So you must be receiving that dosh, man, that extra cheddar.
I mean, kind of, yeah, man. But you know what, right? This Brexit, man. This Brexit is like. Because
they're so stupid, man. It's like these dumb words were like, oh my gosh, England, Great Britain, and so forth. You dumb Fs, man. These people, they basically played your ass, and I thought Brexit would mean that England cannot be ruled and everything. Oh,
HS, you know what, Loki? HS, Loki. You know what? I want to have a discussion with you, but offline, most probably. But like,
yeah, offline. No, basically, I'm just doing this just to humor these people here and everything, man. But you know,
but you know what? HS, Loki, Brexit profited us a lot. Like I don't want to talk about that, but I'll just tell you, like, you know, like when you have a political discussion.
No, trust me, we're gonna have one. So guys, look, man, let me even round this off.